Let's just wait till we see it.
Okay.
Yeah, you just gotta wait like a few seconds. I think we're good though.
We're good?
Yeah, I think we're good. What is up, everybody? Welcome to today's SAM show, the
Hello.
Sam and May show. Hope you're having an incredible evening, night, or daytime,
Wherever
morning,
you are.
wherever you are. We've got some interesting topics to talk about. First of all, Ford has killed the Ford Focus, and they've also just laid off 3,500 employees out of nowhere. So we're going to be covering that story today. We've got a ton of other things to talk about today. Toyota being driven in North Korea? What? Toyotas? What?
Yeah, some like YouTuber or whoever went to travel there, and then they found pretty luxurious cars being driven.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
we're going to have a look at some of the car culture and the car meets in North Korea. What? Love hurts, exacting revenge by crushing your ex's car on Valentine's Day? That's an interesting topic. Then just other things to talk about, like Kangaroos raiding Bathurst. Kangaroos taking over and shutting down the Bathurst race, and a bunch of other fun stuff. So, also Enzo's RX-7 is down. So,
Eight.
8?
Very different.
RX-8, sorry, yeah, RX-8 is down, my bad. I saw it, yeah. Anyways, it's going to be a great show. Let's get to it. Oh, we don't have any paper.
Yeah, we don't. Oh man. We love this sound too much.
Yeah, you love the soundboard. It's kind of ridiculous. Hey chat, how you doing? Hey everyone on YouTube. Hey everybody on Twitch. What's up? How you doing, everybody?
Hello.
Hello. Give us a
We're
shout out in chat where you're watching from, guys. Let us know where you're watching from. Hi everybody. We jumped straight into it today. Also on Twitch, Audrey, thank you for the resub, and RM Takahashi, thank you for the resub. We're going to be trying to be as active as we can and paying attention to chat today.
Yeah.
We're also live on the Facebook page, experimenting with that.
What?
So,
Facebook.
oh yeah, I forgot to click a button. Now we're live on Facebook. Apparently, Facebook requires you to click a button first.
Oh man.
Anyway, hey, look, you know what? Well, I'm learning. Okay.
We're all learning.
We're all learning. It's a new thing for me.
Tell us where you're watching from. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, where's everyone? New York City.
Sudbury, Ontario, Canada.
Wait, do we have
Where's
anyone
that?
watching from North Korea? We're talking about the car culture in North
Sam,
Korea today.
Don't ask, please.
Uh,
Happy New Year for Sydney. Oh, it's Chinese New Year.
Oh, you're
Sydney
right.
Kuala. That's the only word I know.
Really?
Yeah.
I know booyao, which means no.
Yeah, but that's Cantonese. That's not.
That's not Cantonese.
Yes, it is.
No, booyao isn't.
Oh wait, no,
Cantonese.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is the level. I have Chinese blood in me, and I have no idea. You know what was weird? We went to Hong Kong together, and we got on the taxi. The locals, like, I don't know how they know, but they would not talk to me in Chinese at all.
Yeah,
They'll
kept
talk to
talking
Sam
me.
in Chinese, not me.
Yeah. Is the audio okay on your end? My headset's really weird. It's like all over the place. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm clicking on mine too, but I don't think it's coming through. I think it's just the...
Guys, is the audio okay for you guys? All right, good to know. Thanks, Ben. Yeah, so
今ずって何？日本？ Trinidad,
Trinidad, everyone's watching from everyone.
Scotland.
Scotland, people
Watching
getting
from
political
home.
in chat. This is great. This is awesome. Anyways, so I guess we should jump into like our first topic. Usually what we try to do in the first couple shows is we've done like content review, but I think we should move content review to like either in the middle or at the end. What do you think, May? Think we should jump into the stories first? We're still figuring this all out.
Ask these people.
Yeah, 2 questions we have for you guys today. We're going to actually be doing a live poll today, and we're going to be asking you guys about, because we want to actually change the time of this show. So we're trying to work out the best time for that, and we want to do it midweek. We think midweek would be the best time to do it. So let us know what you think. We'll be doing a poll for that later, so hang around for the middle of the show if you want to have your say on that. Otherwise, we also are experimenting with new things and new topics and stuff like that. So if you have any suggestions, just let us know. May, what are you thinking right now?
I'm trying to set up chat.
Oh, yeah. May got here. The reason why we're late today is because of May.
Hey!
Yeah, it's because of traffic. So May dropped Hugo off at daycare, and traffic today was just terrible getting here. So
It was, pretty terrible.
it was not too good. So we're just kind of catching up here. But otherwise, looking at...
I think we need some background music in the future.
I don't think so. Live talk shows don't normally have background music.
Okay, then we need someone that has a good voice. That's
A
not
good
me.
voice? Are you saying I don't have a good voice?
I think you can try better is what I'm trying to say.
You want me to try better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why aren't you taking my banters today? You're just catching it and you're like,
Because it's funnier seeing your reaction when I don't react to it.
oh my god. Do you guys think our banters are too brutal? Because we have people commenting on our videos like, dude, why do you treat your wife this way? Dude, why is your wife treating you this way? You shouldn't be allowing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just different cultures in the world. I think some people don't get sarcasm or banter at all. It's definitely a British, Australian, New Zealander thing.
Is it?
Yeah. I mean, Americans are pretty sarcastic too, but I feel like Aussies and Brits are just way more brutal. Ruder in a way. People just don't get it.
Mm.
It's a love language. It actually is. Anyways. All right, so let's get on to some stories for today. Where do you want to start, May?
My chat's frozen. I actually really wanted to talk about this insane build that this person did. Have you seen it?
Which one?
The AM General Humvee.
Isn't that for auction?
Yeah, have you seen the price?
No.
Okay. Well, let's show this to the people. Have you seen this, guys? The Bennett Jackson
What the freak?
yeah, world's greatest collection car auction. They made this car. I don't even know how to. Is it 825,000 USD? So it's a custom military 6x6, but he put a freaking wing on it.
Hang on, wait. Can you just click on that photo full screen so
Which
everyone
one?
can just
Oh,
that?
this seat?
Yeah.
Have
I
you seen
wanna
this
drift
guy?
that.
Remember this car? We went to Tokyo Auto Salon,
Yeah.
and then the school did the lower thing, right? But this guy just
what
went.
engine's in it though?
Okay.
Wait, that's wait, what engine is that? Oh, it has the Hellcat V8 in it, 717 horsepower. It's behind a 4L80E automatic transmission. It's like a standard trans for that.
Yeah.
That is
Look at those wheels.
Freaking sick. This
Right?
is a cool build. Why didn't I see this at SEMA? What's the history of this car?
Yeah, it's cool, right?
What was it built for? Was
You
it
just-
built for any movie or anything? It just looks way too cool.
They just do this for the business, Sam. The Bennett Jackson auctions. Always about this. It looks cool, right, guys? Is it just me?
People are saying in chat that you can buy this for $4,000 and spend less than that building it.
Well, if you want to do it, please do it. Looks cool. Anyways.
It's a Gas Monkey Garage Humvee, apparently.
Yeah, but a lot of Japanese people were talking about it.
Yeah, this is going a lot crazy on Japanese Twitter, it looks like.
Yeah.
It's
it
a
has
really
green
cool
thing.
build.
Right?
It looks sick.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I just...
You know what would be...
Dude, sorry, hey, this... can we just back out of this full screen real quick?
Mm-hmm.
This shot is so baller.
Yeah.
This shot.
You know what I want to do? I want to put canards in the front.
It already...
Yeah, I know, but you put it on and then you take it to attack. And
You
do
know what
a
it
time
looks like?
attack.
It looks like someone literally just made their dream Hot Wheel.
Yeah.
That's a very cool build, I'm not going to
Yeah.
lie. I'm
Or
trying to see
I
if there's any
can
more
put
info
like
on this
the
page.
one that goes onto the ground and shove all the snow that we need it to do.
I love that it says the interior color is gunmetal, but
Sam, that's literally the name of the color.
gunmetal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm just seeing raw aluminum everywhere and thinking, how is that gunmetal?
It's called gunmetal.
Okay, there you go. I learned
Okay.
something new. Anyway,
Okay.
it's cool.
Thanks.
I wish it was manual. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
But it's sold for $825,000 USD. That's more money than what HKS is selling that $1 million GTR, that million Australian dollar
Yeah,
GTR.
yeah. That's why I was like, that's a lot of money, but it still looks cool.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. All right, well, there you guys go. If you ever want to build a Humvee, build it that way, because that's actually baller, I'm not going to lie. That's very cool. It'd be so sick to do some kind of crazy build like that one day. I just have no idea how I would do it.
Wait. How does all the
Wheels move? With
yeah.
the diffs? Like, yeah, so you just have like offset diffs with with solid axles.
And it's only one diff?
I don't know. Is it 6-wheel drive or is it 4-wheel drive or is
This
it 2-wheel drive? Also, watch your mic. You keep smacking it on the desk.
Bro, sorry. Tell me, guys, how does this move?
I don't know if it's 6-wheel drive. I don't think it is.
It just got me thinking. I'm like, my brain's hurting now. I've never really thought about it. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't. Anyway.
It's 6-wheel drive. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the problem with these auction sites. They don't give you enough info. I'd have to research the hell out of this. If it's 6-wheel drive, I imagine there'll just be solid axles in the rear and then the diffs will be offset. So, obviously, normally left and right axles are sized differently lengthwise. So they'd probably just have 2 offset diffs and then 2 drive shafts that, wait.
See?
It would have to be so freaking custom. I don't even know how they do that. How the frick do they do that? Solid axles all around, bro. Yeah. And then it would just be some kind of transmission that has 3 outputs. There'd have to be some transfer case that, to do 3 outputs. That's cool. I need to research that later. Yeah, just like 3, just like a semi 3 diffs, yeah.
The 2 back diffs connect. That's it.
Oh, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Actually, that would make total sense. You just connect, so then there's only 2 outputs on the transmission. So 1 drive shaft, and then on the back of the other diff, the axle just goes straight through so that the other side can connect to it. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
1 output, the diff are connected to the drive shaft. That's very cool. There you go. I learned something new. I learned something new today.
There you go. Well, then, if we ever get a chance to get one of these, you know what I want to see? You'd make this, you take it back into the hill that you tried jumping with the Jeep.
Oh, that was such a brutal hill. I look at that and I wonder how we never killed ourselves.
Riley's like, no.
Yeah, that
That
was...
thing would end up going to the hill and then just shoveling the hill out of the way.
I'll cut the hill out.
For real. That hill was definitely really, really weird. What was it? Dude, I was so annoyed that we never got up it because I thought there was just dead sticks at the top, but there was a whole freaking tree just up there. So there was no way it would have even gone through it. So that's why we never went up it. And then when we lost control going back down, because the brakes never worked on that car.
Yeah.
Dude, we found out later.
If you guys
afterwards.
are wondering what we were talking about, there was a phase where Sam and Chris just did
What do you mean
crazy
a phase?
things.
What do you mean a phase? Whenever we're together, it's good and bad.
Okay.
It's good,
so
but it's bad.
They got a Jeep that the brakes.
No, I didn't get a
working.
Jeep. All right,
Oh, well.
Chris was like, "Yeah, you can use my Jeep and make content." I'm like, "Sick." I had no idea the whole freaking body was held on by a single ratchet strap. The whole effing body of this Jeep was held on by a single small ratchet strap. Chris didn't even know. It wasn't until I destroyed the drive shaft, the drive shaft sheared off.
Yeah.
That was the only brakes we had.
Yeah.
Was using the gear.
Yeah.
And
they went up the hill.
We went up the hill, the car hit the tree at the
Tree
top,
fell up.
and then as it came back down, Chris had to yeet out because we nearly ran him over. But
He almost broke his foot too.
yeah. And then after that, we found out the drive shaft was broken. So after that, when I was jacking it up, replacing it,
Yeah.
we found out that the whole body of the
Yeah.
freaking Jeep was held on
Yeah,
by a
it's
ratchet
pretty
strap.
entertaining. So if you want to watch it after this live, please do because it was pretty
Yeah.
good.
I mean, he didn't build the car. He bought it like that. He
Yeah.
did a swap for something, I think.
Oh, the video that he
Yeah.
put it up.
You know what I've always wanted to do? Sorry, back onto four-wheel drive topics. I
Okay.
want to get an old GC8, like not like a super rare like RX edition one or like, you know, a 22B, but like just all-wheel drive or, you know, whatever, GC8, a blue one, and jack it up like a meter in the air. And then that can be my off-road vehicle. And just do dumb stuff with it. Because that'll just look hilarious because GC8s are already kind of like, they look like really like squash cars because they're not really like, the roofs aren't super tall on them. And I just think it'd look freaking hilarious when you've got wheels on it that are bigger than, like taller than the entire car.
How are you gonna fit that wheel though?
It would look like one of those stubby toy cars. Where
Yeah. Just imagine like a squashed Hot Wheels, but like it's so high in the air and the wheels are like double the height of the entire car. That would look so sick. We'd probably blow the hell out of the transmission trying to even turn those things, but it'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do we have budget for it?
Maybe. What, you want it straight?
Huh?
Super chat. Oh,
We got a super chat. Jay
Jay
Ritzy.
Ritzy. What
Thank you
was
for
your
the super chat.
What was your favorite build or products at Tokyo Auto Salon 24 this year? Mine was the Greddy Momo steering wheel at Greddy booth, which I pre-ordered. It felt good to be back in Japan after 4 years.
Yeah, that Greddy Momo wheel, they had it at the previous Auto Salon too. That's one of my favorite feeling wheels too, I'm not going to lie. They're very similar to a Nardi, so I really like them. My favorite build though had to be the HKS GR86.
Oh,
Yeah.
the one that they had for
Yeah.
sale?
Yeah. That thing is incredible. $100,000
It's slowly,
GR86 fully set up, ready to hit the track and do like a 56-second, 57-second lap.
you
or
never
something.
used to talk about 8.6. Now you're like,
The GR86 though, I've loved since the moment I saw it. The first 8.6, I was like, the headlights suck, the rear end sucks, it looks terrible. The new one, they got it right. It's always like, everyone always says that like the Koki is the cool one, right? Now, when it comes to the S14, I think the Zenki was perfect. But like the Koki generally is where they're like, they perfect the car. They really did with the GR86. That front end is awesome. You can buy front end swaps and rear end swaps now for both. So you can go get the older version
the
and
Zenki
convert
on
it
the
to
back.
the new one. Yeah, no, you delete the whole Zenki on the back. You do the both. You do
Oh,
rear
oh.
and front. You can make it a GR86.
you mean like an aero kit?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. You convert the whole rear end and the front end to the new one. Yeah, so you can get the older Gen 8.6s now fairly cheap. Like I'm talking like, you know, $6-7 grand for, you know, a little bit of a higher mileage one, but you're gonna rip that motor out anyways. So yeah, it'd be really, really cool.
We have some people talking about the plates on the back.
When did we get those? People send them to us. If you look in the description of the stream, you can see our PO box address to ship things to. Jay Ritzy, once again, thank you for the super chat, buddy. Guys, don't forget as well, members, if you become a member on YouTube, you get early access to videos. Unless I'm running late and I edit it the night before it's meant to go live. But yeah, we look after our members there too, so definitely check it out.
Yeah.
Twin turbo V6 over the Boxer any day of the week. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Everyone's talking about this lunar year. A lot of people celebrate it.
Chinese Lunar New Year?
Yeah. We don't have that in Japan, if you didn't know.
We don't have the Lunar New Year. Yeah, we don't do that here.
Yeah, except, I don't know. Okinawa, actually, I don't hear it for New Year's, but the summer breaks, it goes by the Chinese.
Really?
Yeah. So they have a different Obon season. Yeah. But Japan we don't have February is no holiday. We just do the New Year's holiday in...
I think the closest thing to it would be like Golden Week for us, but it's not a New Year's celebration.
No. Golden Week is just a
bunch of
pile of holidays that
they put them all together and we're like, let's just give everyone like a week and a half off work.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, what do you want to do, Sam? Do you want to go back to... We can watch this Kangaroos raiding Bathurst.
Yeah, let's do it.
Or before going to Bathurst, do you want to talk about the episode of Bathurst and me?
May, in your first trip to Australia
Yeah.
with me, so I introduced her to the parents and stuff like that. Was this before or after I proposed? Because I proposed on that trip.
It was after.
We're at a pub. I think we were getting lunch or something. I can't remember. But we walk into this pub and we're walking across like the main area where everyone is dining, eating, everyone's hanging out, watching Bathurst on the big projector screen. May walks in and we're like halfway in the middle of this area and she just says like really loud, "Oh, Sam, look, the brothel's on." I literally looked at her with shock and horror. You could hear a fork drop in the entire building. And I literally turn around and I'm like, May, that's the Bathurst. You have the wrong word. Oh my God. And then she's like, wait, what's a brothel then? Anyways, so bilingual problems. It's a real thing.
It's a really hard word to say.
Bathurst?
Yeah.
Where does Bathurst and brothel come in though?
I don't know.
They're two very, very different words. Anyways, so yeah, we got out of there very, very quick. Thank God no one was in there that actually knew us.
No, we got the really, really good chicken schnitzel there.
Yeah, we got chicken palmy.
Yeah, a parmy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways.
Yeah, so that was May's first.
See? Chats with me. They both start with B. There you go.
Anyone else starts with B? That's an intrusive thought. All right, let's talk about this Kangaroos raid Bathurst. You can load up the video because I forgot to pee before we started the show. So,
oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna also
gosh.
take my mic off because you guys don't want to hear that. I think actually there's a mute button.
No, don't. Just take it off. Just take it off.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. I've done that before.
Are we gonna play this before?
Yeah, you can play it. Play it for a while.
Okay, full screen. There you go.
Are we gonna have sound on that too?
Oh,
Do you want sound on that as well?
sorry. I just there you go. I just don't want to break people's ears, so I'm gonna have that down. Oh, okay, let's go. Oh.
What is going on?
I don't know.
Well, the Kangaroos really did take over.
Why is it playing?
Check your settings to see if you have it on fast forward mode.
What? Playback speed 1. Oh gosh. Why? It won't let me play it.
Is the playback speed like turned up? What's wrong?
I don't know.
Just hit refresh. Control up. There you go.
No. It's doing the same thing. Okay.
It's just loading it.
It didn't do this to me before.
It's being weird.
It's got.
It's getting even faster. Every time you play it, it like triples the speed. That's fine. What we can do is
What do you do? What do you want to do? Can you take? Yeah, thanks. Is it? Is it something?
That's fine. Just try playing it now. See if it does the same thing. Full screen it.
Oh, there we go.
Nope.
No, the moment you click it, it freaks out.
That's super weird. Just try to find the clip on YouTube.
Okay.
Yo,
Well-
Zach, damn, gifted 5 SAMMIT memberships. I didn't even know you could gift memberships on YouTube.
Can you? What?
Well, May's having technical difficulties over there.
Yesterday we went live on Twitch. I broke the stream.
Yeah.
So clearly
It's been a great
I'm
day.
the issue.
Anti-Midas touch.
Mm-hmm. That's fine. These things happen.
Is this how you spell Bathurst?
Please tell me you're not typing brothel. That's correct.
5 gifted subs.
Zach went on YouTube and gifted 5 memberships, then went to Twitch and gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much,
Wait.
guys. Hello to everyone on Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube, by the way.
There's like multiple times that kangaroos
Yeah,
came
look
in.
for the most recent one.
How do you do that?
You can filter your search at the top for most recent.
Talk, Sam. Talk.
The Stagia really broke me. Very true. Thank you for the sub. The Stagia really got me good.
That's the reason why you're half asleep right now.
Yeah. Last night, I think I went to bed at like 2:33. Good times. Mainly
Okay.
just editing and trying to get everything all sorted out.
It's 大変だ. I can't do this. Maybe we need to skip this one.
Yeah, worst case scenario. Do you have the output? Yeah, maybe we need to skip it. Or just play it on the screen and don't go full
I'll play
screen.
it on this.
No. Just open it up, reload the link. Just don't go full screen on your side, and at least played. Right?
Hopefully. I mean, I just found out that it's...
Why'd you click? The moment you click, that's when it speeds up.
Really?
Yeah.
So just, full
Yeah.
screen that.
Yeah. And what you can do is don't touch it.
It's not playing the audio.
Yeah, it's fine. We can't use audio probably. Oh God.
Okay.
Just leave it like that.
Why don't you do the voiceover?
Ah, yeah, Skippy's on the track. Yeah, no one can race. It's a little.
Oh God.
Oh no.
It's gone the other way too.
Jeez. Well, I mean, they red flagged, so the cars can't really do anything, but I guess they just gotta chill. They should all just go on the pits and clear them off the track.
I mean, at this point, they should have
Skippy's
like
got nowhere to go.
Holy crap, they're pretty
Sponsored by
fast, hey.
Aldi Sport. Yeah. He's putting down a solid time. Might put down a new record. Definitely going faster than any Holden these days. Oh, yeah, that's a little sore topic there, but you know. Damn, he's really going hard, eh?
Yeah. He's like, freedom!
Poor dude's having a heart attack, freaking out with all the freaking race cars.
Do they freak out? I don't feel like...
He's warming up the tires.
He's the pace car.
Patrol.
There wasn't just like one though. There was like a whole group of them.
Yeah, it was...
What are
there was
kangaroos called when they're in groups? You can't call like
Kangaroos.
fish are called schools, right? But like, what is it? Kangaroos? No, there's a specific term for it. You saw that live. I saw that live on Bathurst. Yeah, kangaroo group, kangaroo, kanga gang.
Gang.
Squadron.
Oh
They
my
look
God.
cute though.
A mob.
They have a black tail too.
They're grey fur ones. They're pretty docile. The red fur ones are the ones that left.
How does he just stop like that?
What do you mean? He's just chilling.
Kangaroo.
Kangaroo. That's a good
Kangaroo.
name. Yeah. Okay. I think that's enough kangaroos for now.
Yeah, so the kangaroos obviously invaded Bathurst. It's a regular occurrence, especially if you're racing in Australia, doing anything like that. Any kind of loud noise and open area, kangaroos try to generally rock up.
Oh, really?
It's pretty common. Yeah.
They come with the sound?
Well, yeah, the sound startles them. They don't
They-
get drawn to it, but kangaroos are pretty much everywhere in Australia, except really crazy suburban areas. But even then, they appear. A group of roos is
Like
unironically
Melbourne,
called a mob. It's actually called a mob. A mob of roos. Got mobbed by a mob of roos.
I have a rave sound.
No, it's fine. Stop it.
Okay.
Kangaroo. Anyways. I really want to check out this North Korea thing. So, explain to me this document that you do, this thing with North Korea.
Explain. This person went to North Korea, cycling through the streets of Pyongyang.
Now, Pyongyang, that's the like main city that they make it look like everything's normal, right? Like a normal city, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which, by the way, I have no idea why anyone would want to travel to this place. Like the stories and the news and stuff that you always hear about people that just go missing there and get locked up or turned into things is just scary. But anyways, I guess it's kind of interesting to see what stuff really looks like.
yeah, I'm just trying to find the moment that the cars were going.
I mean, scrubbing through this video, there's a fair few Volkswagens. See, I thought they always had like their own brands of, like their own make of cars.
No. They're all imports.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I see like Toyota Hiaces. Oh my God, there's a Toyota Land Cruiser, Volkswagen.
Yeah. Here, I'll play. Maybe I'll just leave the
Do
audio.
I've never seen buses like streets like this.
Look at this one. See?
What? Oh yeah, look at another Hiace. Dang. If you scrub through, you'll start seeing like all the other stuff. But this is supposed to be like an insane city, but like there's hardly anyone on the streets.
Apparently, there's like a specific hotel
Yeah.
that a lot of, business-minded people stay, and that's where like they all meet up with like the officials and stuff. It's crazy, right?
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It would be cool, like if, like if you scrub up the end here, you can see some of the cars lined up at this traffic light. But like, what are they stopped for? There's no traffic.
Yeah.
It's so weird and
I would
eerie.
love to just drive if this
Scrub
is going
through
to
to
be
the end.
like this.
Scrub through to the end at around like 11:16. Like, look at that. Yeah. Look at this intersection. It's so trippy. Because like they just all like play that.
So empty.
It's so empty. It's like people are being paid to just drive around.
That's a military car.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a
Well,
Ford
according
Range
to
Rover
what
or
I've
something.
seen in the past, plus adding the unnecessary images from crash landing on you, that looks like a military car.
Mm-hmm.
They have taxis, Sam. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw the taxis. It's kind of wild, like scrubbing through this video and just seeing the city. A lot of Hiace fans.
Yeah, a
And
lot.
I swear I just keep seeing the same Volkswagen car just looping around the block.
Maybe they're being followed.
Maybe they know the guy's filming a video, so they're
Yeah.
driving all around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't there someone that got literally jailed because he wanted to take a propaganda poster home with him? Or someone got caught with an SD card in their sock of photos that they took that they weren't allowed to take, apparently, which actually didn't show anything bad. Like, it was just... Yeah, there's insane stories. I don't know why people risk traveling
Yeah.
there.
We have another super...
Doctor, thank you for the super chat.
He gave you ice cream.
Thank you. It's crazy cool. It's weird to just see what the city looks like.
They stole a bunch of Volvos long time ago.
They
stole it.
See, could you imagine being like in charge of the sales department for North Korea? Like for Volkswagen or Ford or Toyota? Could you imagine like getting, oh yeah, we're going to give you the entire sales for... Could you imagine trying to manage that? Imagine escaping North Korea in an RB-30 swapped plane. Sign me up. Now I know why I'm going there, just to escape in an RB-30. RB-36 would be sick.
3.6.
3.6, yeah. It hasn't been done before in an RB block because you can't do it in a factory block, but the new blocks from PRP you can. 3.6 litre RB.
Is this public?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he talks to Herman. Herman will talk your head off about that. Herman's like, my blocks, you can bore them out to be thick and stroke them out to be long. Best of both worlds.
He doesn't sound like that, by the way, guys. He's just making it sound like that.
Nah, he's just...
Herman's
I
a
love
cool
Hermie.
dude.
Good buddy, Hermie.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I just realized I need to get back to his message that he sent me 2 days ago, and I completely forgot.
Sorry, Herman.
I'll get back to him.
This is why there's a group chat of
Everyone's always like, Sam's an asshole.
me,
He never replies. He leaves me on red.
you and Sam.
The biggest issue with me is ADHD brain. So I'll read your message, and then I'll be like, oh, but then before I think about replying, I get distracted with something else. And then it's all over. And then I completely forget about it because I got distracted by something else. And then I'll be thinking like a week later, 3 weeks later, and I'll be like, oh, I really want to catch up with this person or hang out with this person or do something with them. And then I'll go to send them a text message, and then I'll see that I read their message and never replied to it, and I have to start with, bro, I'm so sorry. And then be like, I completely forgot about this, or I didn't see this till now. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do the usual thing. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
RB30 airplane, yeah, no, that wouldn't really happen, let's be honest.
All right, should we go into the Ford Focus?
Yeah, let's go into the Ford drama. The Ford first pulls out of SEMA, now they pull out of the Focus program. We're going to pull up the article, but the Ford Focus is over, and so are thousands of jobs.
Ford is laying off some 3,500 workers in Germany as the automaker ends the production of the Focus. The once crazily popular car that never managed to get off the ground with its electric version in 2025.
If they're killing the Ford Focus now, what do you think the company's focus is?
Oh. I'm quitting.
Oh God.
He got me so good.
I thought you got it right away, and we're just ignoring it. Oh, you need to remove your mic up.
Move my mic, really?
Yeah, well, yeah.
I'll have to pull
Anyways, so next year Ford is wrapping up production on the Ford Focus at the Saarlouis plant, the only model built there to transition to selling only BEV cars in Europe. Rumors started brewing about the plant's future 2 years ago when Ford made the call to build its next-gen EVs in Spain and not reboot and retain workers in Saarlouis. Ford and IG Metall, I guess that's a company that have been in negotiations to determine the fate of the workers. The Saarlouis plant currently employs about 4,500 people, with 1,000 of those jobs getting retaining options up to 2025. A union that holds tremendous policy sway in Germany says it has done its job in providing a soft landing for the workers. No forced layoffs will happen until 2032. Oh, really?
Oh, that's pretty good.
So no forced layoffs till 2032. That's actually pretty amazing.
But they're saying that it's going to end. So if you want a different route, then...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Employees can opt to leave early with an attractive and well-funded severance deal. That's actually pretty good. I guarantee you people at like TikTok and Facebook and all those places that get laid off don't get stuff like that. Like, that's pretty awesome. That's like a 10-year plan. That's actually really impressive. We could not achieve the best solution, so we decided to make do with the second best option to make job cuts as expensive as possible for Ford. Said Jurg? I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. I'm really sorry. District manager of IG Metall. In automotive news in Europe. Last October, Ford was reportedly in talks with the potential investor for the plant, but those plans fell through. BYD was reported to be among the companies interested, but the Chinese automaker has since announced its opening in its first European plant in Hungary. That really sucks. Obviously, we hate it when people lose their jobs, but I think this is probably the best case scenario for those that have lost their jobs, judging by what they've reported here. That's like a 10-year thing. So you could be twiddling your thumbs, or you could take an amazing severance deal and find work elsewhere.
Yeah.
What's frustrating though is that it's Ford, and Ford couldn't just like make jobs. You know, like I feel like if they've got a whole plant at their disposal, but business is business. So at the end of the day, like it's understandable that they just decided to pull the pin. But normally these corporate decisions, like they don't really just think about, oh, hey, how can we use what we have to do something else? It's more of, oh, that didn't work, cut it. You know? So, I don't know.
It's kind of scary, right?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, like, look at all the layoffs recently.
Yeah.
Look at all the tech companies that are freaking out, right? The whole state of the world that it's in right now is very weird. It's like, are we in recession? Are we, in a hole and we're trying to come out of it? What's going on? Like people saying we're not in a recession. People say we are in a recession. Companies are laying off people everywhere. Companies aren't making as much money as they used to. Sales are down everywhere globally, especially in the performance industry. They haven't seen, people that I'm talking to in the industry have been in the industry for 30, 40 years, and they have never seen sales this low in the last 30, 40 years. Just in the performance car industry, period, in everything. So like, what's going on? Why are people not spending money? What's happening? I think it's one, interest rates. Everything's gone up. The cost of living is huge right now, and the wages haven't gone up. But yeah.
Yeah, interesting. A lot of people are talking about this Ford Focus things. They're saying that this IG Metal is like the biggest labor union for the workers out there. So if they weren't there, then they wouldn't get.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the union.
Yeah, is really protecting.
Well, that's what I said. That's where it says here. We couldn't achieve the best solution, so we decided to do with the second best option, which was make job cuts as expensive as possible for Ford.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, yeah. I think, yeah. Honestly, reading this, the fact that Ford even agreed to it makes Ford look good, but also it doesn't. It's not great that they just closed everything down. But also, why'd they make the Focus EV?
I mean,
everything that was great about the Focus was that it was like catered to.
It's okay, Sam. It's not like
I want a Ford Focus.
It's not like you're making a 32 EV.
That's true. Can we talk about that for a second? Nissan rebooted the entire like heritage program again for the 32 GTR, so they could build a brand new 32 GTR and make it EV.
You guys know about this, right?
How many are they producing? 5 or 10 or 15 cars?
You guys know about this,
What's
guys?
hilarious though, guys, is the promo video they did for this was they just like...
They put the 32 original sound.
Like the R32 RB26 engine sound, and they used that for the promo video, and everyone on Twitter was pulling, like, just destroying them over it. Because they're like, why would you use the iconic sound of the RB26 in your promo video when you're turning the car into an EV that sounds like nothing?
It won't play the videos.
Yeah,
It's something wrong with this. Yeah. I think I need to reboot the whole thing. But yeah, they are doing this. I just want to buy this car for the sake of just putting the engine.
I literally want to buy it and just put the original drivetrain in, because it's a brand new R32 GTR. Like, they're making it brand new from scratch, all new parts.
It will be an all new chassis.
Yeah, brand new chassis. Rip all the EV junk out of it.
Wait, I have an
throw in
idea.
RB20.
Well, get this. You take the electric motor out. You put it on the original 32. And then you put the original 32 engine on.
So we buy the brand new EV GTR, buy an old GTR, and we swap. drivetrains.
It's the real engine swap.
Stop, man. Stop it. That would be so weird, but also funny.
Yeah, that'll be an option. We'll make sure options on board with that.
Oh man. Ford began production of the Ford Focus Electric in St. Louis in 2013, a few years after it was launched in the US and built in Michigan. But Ford pulled the plug on the European sales in 2017 and in 2018 in the US due to weak sales. Interesting. In December, Volkswagen said it would cut thousands of jobs in Germany as well in an effort to slash $11 billion in costs. I thought that was 11 million, but 11 billion is another whole level. Volkswagen, I don't know how to pronounce this. It's like Zwickau, Zwickau, I don't know, site which employs 10,000 of the first to exclusively produce the electric cars, has been shaving off jobs due to weakening product demands. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's not be so depressing on stream.
I mean, at the end of the day, the government's to blame for these people losing their jobs, because these automotive companies were forced to create
especially
EV
in
cars.
Europe, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
the push for EVs in Europe was so huge, and they forced all these car manufacturers to boot up new entire divisions in their companies catered to this EV stuff. and the sales are just like at an all-time low. No one wants an EV. There's no infrastructure for it yet.
Yeah, there
So then
isn't.
they're sitting there with all these tens of thousands of jobs catered to that, and no one's buying.
Yeah. Yeah. I used to work in a sustainability realm and I understand that we need it. It's just it's too much of a jump, and people are like talking like, you know, it's something so important that everything needs to stop to be changed to that. But it's not that. It took us, 60 years after World War II to just get to where we are, you know, to fix that. It's going to take another 60 years or more.
Yeah, I think like making the technology advance is good, but it's just not practical for the everyday car user at this point. Like, are you going to see electric boats happening? Are you going to ever see boats being electric?
Probably not.
Like
a big one.
Yeah.
Like the ones that, you know, bring all the containers.
Yeah.
I don't.
No.
No.
Like even yachts, like that type of stuff. There's no chance.
Yeah. Unless you ask a little Jimny to pull you.
No, you like it just doesn't make sense. I know like this is like a topic that keeps coming up, but like it's just, I think more and more and more we're learning now that EVs are not the way forward. And I think Toyota's got it right. Like Toyota's been preaching that.
Yeah.
And
Doing
Porsche's
hydrogen.
preaching that. Car manufacturers are putting their foot down a fair bit now.
Yeah.
I think everyone's just kind of learned the hard way.
Yeah.
That's normally how these things roll out.
Someone
Next
say,
topic.
Oh, you want to go to the next topic? Okay.
Oh, hang on. What did someone say?
China's cutting off 90% of all battery exports.
Yeah, but did you see why?
No.
The whole EV industry in China was a lie. They were manufacturing thousands and thousands and thousands of cars and showing that the EV industry was growing to get all the government's
then
incentives.
there's a big abandoned.
And then they found out that they were just making the cars and then just storing them
Yep.
in these
I saw that.
massive blocks of land, and there's just cars on top of cars on top of cars, and they're all brand new EVs, not even driven, just all stacked up. Because when all these companies, when they reached a certain number of these EVs produced, the government would pay them a ton of money, so they were just producing EV cars for the sake of getting that grant. Yeah, it was wild, absolutely wild. I don't even know if, I think they're functioning cars. I don't know if they're missing parts or something like that, just to, but yeah, there's a whole.
Interesting.
Yeah, look it up, guys. It's insane. There's literally drone shots of these cars, and it is just like a graveyard of EVs, and they're brand freaking new. It's crazy.
Yeah. Interesting. All right. What do you want to do, Sam? Do you want to go back into chats, or we have the Love Hurts exact
Yeah, I'm
revenge?
curious. What is this Forbes article about?
I can read it for you. Riley, can you switch to this? Love hurts. Exact revenge by crashing a car in your ex's name on Valentine's Day.
Oh, so you're not crushing your ex's car. You're just crushing a car in their name?
So, a UK-based firm called Scarp Car Comparison has found a novel from a car therapist to heal the emotional wounds of a failed relationships on February 14 in a healthy, even environmentally correct manner. In a nutshell, they'll smashed a scrapped car to smithereens with the name of one ex or ex's name prominently spray painted across it. The company works regularly with hundreds of salvage yards across England and decided in a darker spirit of holiday to find some good in of littering discarded vehicles like so many failed personal I don't know how to say this. Liaisons. Why are you so depressed all of a sudden?
No, it's just.
Is there a certain name you want to spray print across?
No, I just don't understand why we can't all be adults and be like, oh, it didn't work out, see you later, peace, bye. Why do we have to do this? Why is there a company making money out of people doing this out of spite? It's just hilarious.
Well,
It's
I mean,
just
they still need to crush cars, so they just found a way to do it in a funnier way.
Yeah, I guess it's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a pretty intelligent way to market this.
Yeah.
For Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, mind
How much
you,
is it?
I don't know if you want to go look at it.
Scrap car comparison.
Oh, you have to.
Scrap your ex. You can now name soon-to-be scrapped car after your ex-partner. Oh my God! Look at these photos on their website.
Yeah.
Someone called Joe.
They.
Full name, your email address, your phone number, your full address, including postcode. What's your ex's first name? Why would you like to scrap your ex? This is 100% data collection. They can't be free. There's no way. If it's free and they're getting all that information, they want your phone number, they want your full address, including postcode. Think about it. They're finding out your ex's info. They're finding all your info, your address, your phone number, and everything. Bet you they're selling that. There's no way.
Maybe. Anyways.
That's a smart thing. Not only they're making money off recycling cars, but they're also now selling. They're selling people's personal information, probably for big money.
Maybe. I don't know.
That info is worth a lot.
Yeah. Okay, should we go into talking about Daiki's car and what's happening?
Sure, let's go into that. Some really good news with Daiki's car is that a new engine is being built for it right now. His block is being worked on, head as well, and that should all be back by the end of this month, and we're building a 2.2. He's going to 2.2 litre, keeping the same transmission, and we'll obviously
That's
be
what you're
fixing all the
fixing for it, right? What was wrong with it?
What was wrong with it? The head lifted. When the head lifts, it was actually really odd. The bolts in the middle of the engine were loose, like the head bolts when I took them out. It was very odd. So I don't know if that happened because the head lifted or if they worked themselves off, but then I found out that the old head bolts were reused on the head too. And you're not supposed to do that because the bolts grow and stretch. We don't know what the exact cause was except for, the water flow was wrong too with the blocked off pipes. But yeah, long story short, his head lifted, and when your head lifts, a bunch of exhaust gases get kind of directed into one tiny location, and that creates hotspots. And when hotspots happen, detonation happens. So what will happen is that part inside the chamber is very hot, and that will actually ignite the fuel before the spark plug goes off, and that's really bad detonation.
Oh, naruhodo.
Yeah, so when that happens, you get really bad detonation, and things just get effed up. And that's why all that damage was there, because that's where the explosion was initiating from, was from those hot spots, which is caused when the head lifts.
So that means that everything that Tanaka-san did.
No, so Tanaka-san's tune was fine. I think the damage was already done
before that. Yeah.
Because the old tune, so this is, obviously we haven't said where the car was worked on previously, but there was a lot of weird things done on that car, and the tune was just a base map.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about it.
It was a base map. And
they said they tuned it, but we opened it.
There was
nothing in it.
There was zero ignition timing. The fueling was so rich that he would do one lap and you would dump the oil, and it was so thin and runny and full of fuel. It was bad. And he drifted on that for half a season. When we first employed him. And then afterwards I was like, all right, let's get this car tuned properly. And when we found it, the tune was so bad. So there's a good chance the damage was already done. Or about to be, and then we put a good turbo on it, gave it a good tune, and then it was tapped out. We believe the head lifted with the old tune, but it's just really, really hard to know. But that engine lasted 2 years, so yeah. And with that old tune, I'm surprised it even lasted at all. So yeah, I'm not surprised now knowing that the head was lifted, and it was just so weird because we pressure tested it, the cooling system, and we found all these hoses leaking. We tightened all the hose clamps. There's no more leaks. We're pressure testing it. The pressure gauge never went down. So there was no coolant leaking into the cylinder like that. And it wasn't until after the last event of the season that we could diagnose a blown head gasket.
Right.
But every time he would drift, we'd be missing coolant. And we're like, where did the freaking coolant go? We'd do a compression test, we'd do a leak down test, we'd do a pressure check of the cooling system, and it would always come up okay. Like there was just nothing indicating a blown head gasket, but the coolant was going somewhere. And we're like, is there a leak somewhere we don't know about? Like, what's happening? And we just couldn't find it. So we just kept assuming that there was a leak.
Yeah.
But yeah, obviously it was lifting the head, which is probably, I'm going to say it was just reusing head studs. And once we actually had the right tune done, it was probably lifting it. But also the water was blocked off, the proper water flow from the heater to the lines, the
that
heater
part,
core lines.
that needs to be connected.
So it's hard to really know when and when it happened. But anyways, yeah.
Why is it so depressing today?
You could see it on the spark plug, but that's the problem, Grap. Like when you're changing the plugs so frequently like you do on these cars every round, and you're only driving it for 10, 12 laps, you don't get enough like browning and stuff on the plug to really know what's going on. And that's what was really frustrating. And it didn't start showing the results of a blown head gasket other than consuming coolant until the last round. And that's when it was starting to get very, very obvious. Actually, no, it wasn't the last round. It was Ebisu Matsuri after the car caught on fire.
Yeah.
That we were like, oh, it's definitely got a blown head gasket. Because at that point, I would pump up the coolant pressure system, and then it would start going down really slowly over time. And then I popped number 2 cylinder, and I looked in there with a flashlight, and you could see coolant on top of the piston. And that was the only time we actually knew it had a blown head gasket. Before then, it wouldn't do any of that.
Yeah.
It's just hard to diagnose these things. Also, intake side, HKS step 1 cam, exhaust side, stock cam. Like someone was just like, oh, I want a HKS cam and took it out. Didn't even or mixed it up. Like, what? That would be causing all types of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Not just like weird things. It's just because it would have been mixed matched. Would have been a little odd.
Yeah.
So
it won't match it.
Yeah, we're gonna get some HKS step 2 cams in there or some Kelfords in there.
Yeah.
It's just really, really odd. There was just so many weird stuff about that. And like when he would tell me how much he paid for the previous people who overhauled the engine and all this stuff, it's just like, man. Like I'm not joking when we did that little series, like, and I know this is getting a little depressing, but like Daikie's a really good kid, but man, did he get taken advantage of by so many people and people that he called friends around him. Like, it's just really sad.
Yeah.
So I'm just glad he's in the right place now.
Yeah.
Sorting him out. Sorting it out. So yeah, car's going to be getting rewired soon. I think he's coming tomorrow and he's going to be pressure washing inside and outside of his car, getting it all cleaned. Then I got to talk to Tanaka-san about getting the whole car rewired. And then from there, I'm thinking I'm going to talk to him, but we'll probably just for the quick and easy way of making it simple, go to a PDM. And then, from there we'll just, everything will be good. Get the car tuned, 2.2 head studs, the proper stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to have any problems unless something weird happens. Like,
are we going to talk about the angle kit too? Not yet.
No, I'm not
Okay.
talking about that. Well, he runs an FDF angle kit. And the support for FDF in Japan, the FDF Japan guy's kind of just gone AWOL. We can't get in contact with him. And no one seems to really know how to set up the kits here. So a lot of the Japanese drivers actually have them set up so that the arms like almost in back to front. It's super weird. So anyways, after working with Josiah and the guys in FDF in Canada, I was able to figure out that it's all been installed wrong in his car. And there's like this adjustment point where this like plate goes in that the front sway bar connects to. And it sets it to whether you have an S13 or an S15. It was in backwards, and it was also, actually the plate wasn't even used. So the thing was just moving by itself, and it's like set to S13 mode. So the whole arm, instead of the arm coming straight out from the subframe, the arm is like this out of the subframe. So even though his rack has moved 40 mil forward or 50 mil forward, it's still acting as if the rack needs to be moved further forward because the freaking arm, the lower arm is pointed to the front of the car in an angle so aggressively that it's binding.
Yeah.
It's so
That's
wild.
why he's getting stuck.
Yeah,
in
that's
it.
why the wheel's been getting stuck the whole time, because
Yeah.
the arm never had that plate in that locks it into S15 or S13 mode. So it was just moving by itself.
Yeah, it's not just angle kits, but there's so many of these kind of things where it's like a company that it's made out of Japan. People try to bring it in, but it's like used incorrectly.
Yeah, there's a lot of
It's-
stuff like that. Like Link ECUs for a while, like aftermarket ECUs, a lot of people didn't know how to set them up. So there's actually a whole bunch of Japanese people who have their cars on the streets, like Skylines. This is one of this is the most common thing. Japanese people, they have a Link or a Haltech, and the moment you plug into it and check it, NVCS isn't turned on. Like VCT isn't turned on, or VVTI wasn't turned on, because when they all first came, people didn't know how to turn on all those functions and tell the ECU to do variable cam control and things like that. So there's a lot of Skylines out there in GTRs. Well, not GTRs because they don't have VCT, but a lot of Skylines, RBs of VCT that aren't turned on, a lot of SRs. It's a very common thing. Okachan gets it all the time. But yeah, it's just, and the cars are slower than they should be in spool and have turbo lag because variable cam timing's not enabled. There's a lot of stuff like that. Just because like in the early stages, people don't know.
Yeah.
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 It happens.
It happens. Yeah.
It's not the end of the world. It's just like a lot of things here are left behind in the times with that
Yeah.
technology. But things are
Yeah.
catching up now, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah. Well, we see that trend. People want to know more about
People learning more. People starting to get into ethanol.
ethanol
For a long
and all
time,
that stuff.
a long
Yeah.
time, tuners thought that ethanol was bad for your car and engine here. So now they're starting to learn that like it's not. It's actually really good for it. Obviously, you still need to make sure you have your upper lube mixed in there and stuff like that. But certain fuels already have that added, like Ignite. Ignite Red is probably my favorite fuel. But yeah, ethanol is very, very, very good. And if more and more people start using it and getting into it, then more companies will start producing it here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy on Twitch saying, after speaking to Josiah myself, FDF is an option. I go with it right away. Guy's super cool and insanely knowledgeable.
Josiah's a really good guy to pick your brain with.
Yeah.
Yeah. When he's not busy though, sometimes it can be hard to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
But the staff there are really good. They got a lot of photos and videos they can send you that help you set everything up. So it's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like super biased on it on any angle kit. I love the Just Engineering kit on my S15. I think it feels amazing, and I have no reason to change it, so why change it? I love the FDF kit on my JZX.
What kit
100.
did you have before?
On the FD car?
It just came with it.
It came
right?
with WiseFab.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hated it. I absolutely hated the WiseFab feeling. I've driven a fair few WiseFab cars. I don't like it. They have. I don't know if it's just how they set it up, like that those drivers, or if it's a WiseFab thing. But I've been told it's a WiseFab thing. That there's just it's just got this weird kind of feeling of like rollover.
Rollover, you mean go?
No, so like no, like with the rack. So like when you go to angle, it like I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Okay.
Anyways, it's a whole thing. But like it just I didn't like the feeling of like when flicking the car and stuff like that. It just didn't feel natural. The Just kit is incredible. The Just kit feels like Yashio factory cut and shut knuckles, like on my SR car, but way more angle. It actually has more angle than WiseFab, but doesn't have that weird kind of like rollover feeling in the rack. It's actually really nice. I love it. The Just kit is really, really good. I highly recommend it. I love it. But it may not be, everyone sets up their car so differently.
Yeah, and you have their own style
Yeah.
of doing things and where your home track is and all that.
Everyone's-
what tires you run.
Yep. Everyone always asks, "Oh, Sam, what's the drifting alignment?" I'm like, "Okay, so here's an alignment that you can start with, but after that, you're going to want to change stuff to how you like
yourself.
it to feel."
Yeah.
Because everyone drives so differently, and it's all about feeling and all that type of stuff. So, yeah, eventually people kind of figure it out. But yeah, have you ever ran any of the Up Garage coilovers? No, they stopped making those. Up Garage, when we first moved to Japan, was in this weird phase of making their own performance parts. You could buy Up Garage exhausts and mufflers. You could buy Up Garage coilovers. You could buy Up Garage adjustable arms.
Seats.
It was, there was Up Garage seats. They still have those, I think. I think they still have overstock of those. There was a bunch of stuff that Up Garage was selling. And I don't know if it was Japan made or like China or Taiwan made. Probably Taiwan. But it was very cheap and it was fairly affordable, but they stopped doing it. I guess it wasn't a good business. And you still find some of the used stuff. It's actually kind of cool just because it's got like a titanium or a stainless steel plate tacked onto it that has the Upgrudge logo with the kanji. It looks cool.
You mean katakana?
Katakana, yeah. But yeah, it's just, it's I don't know, they stopped doing it.
We're just going through the comments right now. Maybe this is a good time to ask people for the time they prefer. So we don't think this is the best time.
The best time to do the stream, yeah. Oh, we want to do it in the middle of the week. Just quickly, is GK Tech good? Yeah. GK Tech is great, especially on the 350Z that has the full GK Tech catalog that feels amazing. The only problem is my level of driving, I want to flick that car and just be absolutely ignorant with it. So I want a little bit more angle out of it. So that's where you would switch to the full upright solution that GK Tech has. But where the car's at now with that $250 angle kit that they sell, which is, you cannot beat that. You cannot beat that. That is really good angle for anyone up until intermediate. Even now, like I can drive that no problem. It's just I want that tiny bit more, just like that like a couple more degrees. Yeah. Otherwise, amazing. All the development and R&D they put into the 350Z is great. The whole rear changing to a true coilover using real toe arms and stuff like that is great. Freaking love it.
A lot of people love it in Japan too.
Yeah. The Skyline knuckles are good too. I've heard good things about the Skyline knuckles. I've heard good things about the S chassis knuckles. I've just never used them, so I can't give you any feedback on those personally. But I've just heard good things about them. I know they had a bit of an issue a while ago with like bad Heim joints and stuff. Supposedly that's fixed, but I've never had a Heim joint blow out on me, so I don't think that's an issue anymore. But GK Tech will look after you if any of their parts break, so that's no problem.
Yeah.
Anyways,
all right, let's go back to the time.
Let's go back to
thing.
the time.
Twitch people are like, I like this time, Saturday morning. No one on YouTube's been talking about it, so you guys need to talk.
Yeah, well, I want to start a poll.
Okay, let's start a poll.
All right, I'm going to start a poll on the YouTube
channel. Hello, everyone. Say hi. I'm in Hawaii. Oh, okay.
All right, May, so what times are we suggesting? Are we suggesting, say...
I think we need to wait till these
EST,
people...
Tuesday night.
Okay, if you guys can type hi, type the time you want. So, or put the times that you think it'll work for you. He.
What's wrong? What's wrong?
The switcher is not. It's switching, but it's not illuminating it. It's fine. Nothing major.
It might be a good idea to talk about why you want to switch it from Saturday with like FD coming up and everything like that.
Yeah. Main thing is just the weekends with events. We want to be able to cover events and all that type of stuff. And being a Saturday morning, it kind of knocks out our Saturdays. So we want to change that. We also want to be able to cater to more people when they're going to be at home, because it's more of like a sit back, chill, relax thing, and people will also be able to throw this on and like listen to it when we're not even live. You know what I mean? When they're on their way to work. Mike Guy, thank you for joining Team SAMMIT. Thank you for becoming a member. So that's where I'm thinking like EST in the USA, Tuesday evening, Tuesday night. JST.
How about Sundays for you guys? So that will be our Monday morning.
Sunday night? Sunday night's normally not good because everyone goes to bed early and stuff because they're getting ready for work. Monday.
And stuff, right?
I feel like Tuesday would be the go.
So Tuesday will be Monday night for them?
No, so Wednesday morning us, Tuesday night then.
Oh, okay. Tuesday, maybe we need to rename the show then. Tuesdays with Sam. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, but football season's over, so Sunday night is solid in America. Yeah, but then we would clash with football when football season's on. So that's why I was thinking midweek makes a lot more sense. It also means we can be a lot more prepared for it because we're actually in the office. And we can make events.
Taco Tuesdays with Sam.
Ooh, tacos. Oh my God, we could actually do that.
Well, it'll be Wednesday morning for us. Eating tacos, making fajitas here. From Wednesday morning. That's very heavy.
Wednesday morning JST.
I see
Oh.
no problem with this.
I see a problem. You know what I miss, guys? I miss chorizos with queso in the morning.
All right, so I think there's really only two options. It's EST Tuesday night, JST Wednesday morning, or keep it the same time.
Sorry, my brain is just full of chorizos and quesos. Can you say that again?
I think there's really only two options right now. EST Tuesday night or JST Wednesday morning, or keep it the same time.
Okay, well, start a poll.
Is there any other days that you think people want it to be?
Okay, we have people from Europe watching too. So let's just put it up.
I'm gonna put here Sunday night too.
Is there a mod in Twitch that can do this?
Yes, I'm sitting right here.
Okay,
EST Sunday night,
just checking.
JST Monday morning.
All aiming for 8 p.m. EST.
Yeah, I'm not putting 8 p.m. I'm just saying EST Tuesday night, Wednesday morning.
Okay. How long do you want the poll to run for?
Poll can run for the next
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Someone's like, can't make it Tuesday, Tandem Tuesday at the track.
Poll.
Poll is up on Twitch.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, I know a lot of you are asking about Hugo. He's doing very well. He took 2 steps yesterday himself and then fell.
Dude's growing. He's like already 10 kilos.
And then he started saying, nan, 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 nan. He's trying to say mum.
Guys, everyone, please vote on the poll. We really want to see what you guys have to say about that for the next 5 minutes. Please vote. Let us know what you think, what you're happy with, what will work with you. A lot of people seem to be saying on Twitch. Oof.
What?
Friday night, 8 p.m. EST, still pretty high on Twitch. Damn it.
Don't say that. People are tuning in and making time for you.
Yeah, I know.
Don't say damn it.
No, it's not. It's just like that's like literally like not able to be done.
Like when FD starts.
Yeah, when
you
FD
are
starts
gonna
and we're
be
driving, I can't be
driving
there.
at this time.
And May, like all of us have to be at the track.
Unless
Not
you
even
wanna
that.
hear
Like
us
right now is the
scream.
Osaka Auto Salon that I want to go to and film.
You can go tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I mean?
How's the votes on YouTube looking?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty close. It's pretty
Almost
even.
50-50.
It's pretty even. It's almost 50-50. Tuesday night's taking over by the looks of it. I just feel like also midweek, I just feel like is good because that's also when news breaks. Like, you know, Monday, Tuesday is when like all the good stories
Monday,
come
Tuesday,
out and stuff
Wednesday,
happens
Thursday.
because of things that happen over the weekend. Companies make announcements on Mondays. So I just feel like it's a good time to have a show to talk about, hey, we just heard about this, we just heard about that, that just came out. Let's talk about it. And then
Okay.
it actually lasts with the news cycle for the week.
Yeah.
And it just makes more sense. And instead of us talking about, hey, this week, this is what happened, and it's already done and gone, and it's already done the news cycle because the new week starts again on Monday, right? So I feel like having a show Wednesday morning, Tuesday night is the best thing for that, especially when we're talking about events and things like that that have happened. IRL streaming will definitely still be happening, but it'll be at on the Twitch channel and not related to the SAM show.
I believe they're asking about like doing it at FD.
But
I am hoping to do a couple special SAM shows off-site, yes. We will
Okay.
be doing special ones like that, yeah.
But I think part of the problem is like right now you would be in a car doing laps,
Yeah.
practice laps.
Yep.
So-
Yeah. Practice normally starts from like 8:30 in the morning, and I would be driving till 10. So
Why don't we just try out Tuesday night?
that's what we're planning to do. The thing is though, how do we all of a sudden start doing it though? Like, do we just do it next week, and then everyone gets another SAM show
Yeah,
in 3 days' time?
yeah. That's how
I'm
you
down
do.
for that. If that's what we got to do, we got to do. We could do that. Start it up. I think Khan might be here.
What did he come with? No.
No, it's just a
just a
loud
bike.
bike.
It sounds like a lawnmower.
Yeah, I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what we do. It looks like everyone's kind of on the same page now. Now
Yeah.
that everything's kind of leveled out, that we've got more votes for Tuesday night. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning. I feel like that makes sense. Wednesday morning, I can get here way earlier. Then what's really cool is we could do Okajuku Wednesday mornings.
Oh.
Because Okajuku's usually Wednesdays. So when Okajuku's on, we could actually do on-site. And Okachan.
Okajuku is the Yashio factory drift training day.
Mm.
Which, by the way, if you live in Japan and you want to learn how to drift, this is the perfect place to go.
Yeah, you guys can sign up for it. It's
Even if you don't speak
20,000 yen. You rock up, learn to drift. Okachan will teach you.
Yeah.
You'll have a good time.
Yeah, he'll love to teach you.
Yeah.
He will use his minimal English, but he's very good at it. Whoa,
Run
what's
that
happening?
on that side so it stops touching the mic
Okay,
because it was crossing over.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I think
Oh yeah,
Tuesday
wow.
night
Okay,
one.
poll ended on Twitch. That's probably the biggest one. Tuesday night.
Same on YouTube. Poll ended.
Facebook has a comment saying Tuesday as well.
Yeah. There you go. I think.
Someone's like, sorry, that was my Civic with the lawnmower.
Dude, I want an EG Civic so bad.
Yeah. Whatever time works for you, because no matter what time it is, some people like me will have to watch on rerun due to life commitments.
Mm.
Thank you for watching.
I guess the VODs do stay up as well.
Yep,
Yeah.
the VODs stay up. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I want to cover this article. I think this is pretty cool. The overlooked JDM sports car that can finally be imported into the USA.
Which one is this one?
This is
top
yeah,
speed one?
yeah, the top speed one. So I don't think this isn't something that people don't know about.
I know.
I think this car is very, very popular, but it's funny that this article says that it's an overlooked JDM sports car that can finally be imported into the USA. It's clickbaity, yeah. So yeah, we're obviously talking about the Evos.
Evo 6 now can be not illegally, legally imported into US. And here's why this JDM icon is worth every penny.
Yeah, so when we talk about rally legends, the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution is one of the first cars to come to mind. Together with the Subaru Impreza STI, the two Japanese rally rockets were responsible for one of the most epic automotive rivals we have ever seen. That's very true. They say competition is the driving force in the automotive industry, and there's no better way to evolve, yeah, nice pun, a performance car than their rivalry was. The performance car, then motorsports. Both Mitsubishi and Subaru evolved their four-door performance sedans over the years, but in culmination
Of their rivalry.
But the culmination of their rivalry has reached in 1999 when the Lancer Evolution came out. 9 came out. Wait, no, 6. 6 came out, sorry. Stop using Roman freaking numerals. This is Japan. Put the freaking Japanese 9 there. Q. Or the roku.
You're talking about the kanji?
Yeah. Why the frick are they using Roman numerals in a Japanese car? That's the one thing that pisses me off because it hurts my brain every time I look at it. I'm like, wait, is that a 5? Wait, no, the one's before or in front of it or behind it. Just put the freaking kanji there or the number.
No, that's because you didn't pay attention in school enough and you don't know how to read the Roman numerals.
No, the freaking Evo 1, 2, 3, and freaking didn't have Roman numerals. It was either 1, 2, 3, and then it was in the 4, 5, and 6. They freaking changed it to numerals. Roman numerals.
Okay,
It just pisses me off. Sorry.
Do you guys find that funny?
Anyways, so yeah, like all other Lancer Evo generations before it, the 6th generation was never sold in the US market, but in 2024, this Japanese pocket rocket turns 25 years old, baby. And this means you can finally import it and get yourself a piece of Japanese rally heritage with one of the most powerful inline 4-cylinder engines ever built. Also note that you will also get yourself a piece of Japanese rust with that. If you do actually get a piece of Japanese rally heritage, that's super cool. But bear in mind that a lot of these cars were used for rally, and a lot of them are very bad and sad and cover-up jobs. So just be very careful for that. And you'll be safe and fine. Just know what you're getting. If you want to use it for rally, and you know, just know what you're getting. Yeah. Otherwise, they're great cars. I want one. I still want one. I got my eyes on right now on a TME that's for sale around the corner.
It is.
The white one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Right there.
I'm trying to come up with the cash for it, but like, ever since I've always wanted an Evo. I've always wanted an Evo. When I found out about the TMEs and those different ones and stuff, I was like, oh, I want one of those really bad. And then we had the opportunity of buying that one and potentially saving it, but it was way worse than we were told and led to believe. So that kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. Yeah, I'm planning to replace it. It should be good. Should be good. Maybe. I just always thought it was a good platform to start in for like grip in, time attack, but now I want a GR86.
I think that would be better for you if anything
Rear-wheel
does
drive,
happen.
man.
Like you crash your car, you need to rebuild something. Everything's accessible to you.
Yeah, dude, like Evo parts are so bad right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
Yeah, so if I get a really nice Evo, I either want an Evo 6 or a 9. 6.5 TME RS. The wind down windows.
What the heck? I need you to clip that. Twitch.
Anyways.
Did you have a wind down window car?
Yeah, mine was a TME RS. Wind down windows, no
That was your
windows.
first one.
The first one we got.
Oh, I see.
Wait, you mean the first car I owned or the Evo?
Yeah, the first ever one with the wind.
My first ever car was wind down windows, yeah.
The Pulsar.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hell yeah.
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 I got so good at removing those door cards with taking out the pin and getting it in without having to use a screwdriver.
Really?
I was a god
Okay.
at getting those out.
On the
Okay.
Festivas, you would use a cloth or a towel, and you could knock the pin out to take the wind down.
Yeah. Dude, those were the days. And then I got really hyped on putting electric windows in. So I had just a super cheap like drill that I just put on there, and I just sat there and I just flick it into reverse and go whenever I wanted like the windows to go up and down. Because what would happen eventually is like you'd put these aftermarket, like this was what you'd do in the back of the old days, right?
Yeah.
Car mods, right? To make your car cool, you'd put these aftermarket window rollers on. And they would never fit the perfect like spline properly, so they'd end up chewing up the spline.
Oh.
And then even if you put the factory ones back on, it would destroy. Like you couldn't get the window to go up and down. So I just had a drill on there.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah.
Had electric windows.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, that was a
That's
long
good.
time ago. I was like 17, 18 then. Getting old.
Someone said, I own a E36. What's a door card?
My E36 doesn't have door cards either. Speaking of, if anyone wants to buy my E36 fully set up drift car, I'm looking to let it go. 5Gs flat. The title was lost, so if you do want to make it a street car, you have to reissue the title. I don't know what's involved in that, but there's nothing sketchy with it. The title's just missing. But it's a fully set up angle kit, good to rip, Boss Zoku exhaust, everything's good on the car. It is obviously an E36, so it has a little bit of rust, but it's not bad. But it's a full track ready to rip, amazing handling, feeling car. Comes with everything, bunch of spare parts, 5Gs flat. 5G's flat. If you're actually serious in it, shoot me an email, shoot me a DM. You can go pick it up from the LZ compound on a car trailer. 5G's. Get yourself a deal. Florida, yeah. Yeah, E36, the red car with the Bosoku exhaust.
What was I gonna say?
Also, 350Z in Japan, we're selling that if you want it. Listen,
Yeah.
15 Gs
If
for
you
that one.
do, it's also street legal, so if you're going to Ebisu, like for Matsuri and
if you
stuff.
live in Japan, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's a perfect Matsuri car. I mean, when I say perfect Matsuri car, try not to crash it because it's nice, but it's very clean. It's a street, like daily car that you can use for drifting and everything. Everything's been touched on the car. It's got all the expensive good parts. It's just a car we don't use and have no point paying for registration and road tax
Yeah.
and
We
parking
were
for
like,
it. We were just sitting there and we're like, we haven't used this car in forever,
And then we
and May
tried to
doesn't really
start
want to
it.
use it anymore.
when we tried to start it, the battery was
The battery was flat.
flat, and we were like,
oh.
okay, well, I guess we're not.
We hadn't driven it in that long that the battery died.
Yeah.
Just from it being cold too, I think.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're just trying to be, smart.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
point keeping it.
What was I gonna say? This was a question that I wanted to ask everyone because I see a lot of content kind of going around, but I don't know if actually people want them. So this week, or maybe it was last week, Mighty Car Mods, they imported a K car from Japan, like a small box K car thingy.
Yep.
And I saw Steve POV going to a meet in Texas, and they had the K trucks there, like a lot, and that went all viral on Twitter too. Is it actually something people are getting into?
Yeah, of course.
K racing?
K cars are so cheap.
Yeah, I know it's cheap. Is it just because it's cheap, or is it do they enjoy modifying it? I just wanted to ask everyone in here
Well,
if they're interested
in America,
K cars
a lot of people
because-
use them as ATVs. They're cheaper than a four-wheeler, like an ATV four-wheeler, and you can carry more stuff in them. That's why some states, like the farmers, started buying them all, and Yamaha and all those guys got really upset, and they made the government pass a rule to make those cars illegal. In Maine and one other state, I think they're illegal now.
Look at the hype of the Ks on YouTube.
Yeah, I want to really do some crazy K car swap with something cool. Put a link in it. Can't be the K van though.
Their MCM is building one of the new Copans right now to be an actual time attack track car.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, like the K cars, it's hard because I do those K car endurance races, but they never do well on YouTube. So I wonder, I still like doing it and I'll still make content about it, but I feel like watching me race isn't as interesting as doing a build.
But I think if there was a build series with the car, so
Yeah.
people could follow the creation of the car and then see the car run, that might go off a little different.
Yeah. No, I
Look at
agree.
these. Look at these comments. Look, I want my first car to be the K van, maybe an Every. Do we need to do an Every car giveaway?
No. Well, that's the thing. A lot of these K cars, some of them can't actually be exported, especially now that the Daihatsu and the Toyota thing happened. They've been banned.
Oh, no, they fixed it this week. They're all out again. It was on the news yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, Daihatsu fixed it.
How do they fix it?
I don't know. They said it's being reproduced again. Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the newer K cars still can't be exported
Yeah.
because they have to be 25 years old.
Oh, yeah.
Finding 25-year-old
Also-
cars is hard.
Also, a lot of the K cars are banned and illegal in Australia because of crash zoning issues.
Yeah.
Crash issues. Because K cars, it's kind of your own risk driving them because there's really no crumple zone. You're the crumple zone. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you get involved in an accident in a K car at any kind of speeds, sayonara. Pretty much. It's scary.
See? So I'm just there's a lot of people commenting about it though. K or the small Copen kind of thing.
Yeah, I like the Copens.
Do you fit in one?
I've never sat in a Copen, but it might be doable with a bucket seat.
Yeah.
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 One car that I really want to get into is those 660s. They look fun.
It's the
with the 660s, it's the same problem as the Miatas, at least for me, and I think we have the same torso height, so you would need a bucket because the top of the windshield is right in my eye line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm 6'3". I'm 193 centimeters tall. HKS do performance packages for them too. See, I just want to get one and like Hayabusa swap it. Like I want to do something cool like that. I've always wanted to do a Hayabusa bike engine swap on something. Like a 1300cc. That'd be sick. And then a turbo. What I really want to do is I want to play around with Garrett's new electric turbo. Like the real deal versus what we had before. You know? That's what I want to do some content on. I want to do some more fun experimenting content. I know this week a lot of people had issue with me messing around with snow in the tire, but it's a snow day. Everything's closed down, shut down. We weren't getting deliveries.
You guys have no idea what it's like.
You have no idea. Like everyone in Tokyo freaks out over a little bit of snow like that, and
there was a
stopped.
train line in in the middle of Tokyo that stopped, and everyone had to walk on the trails of the. Remember the monorail?
Yeah, the monorail. Everyone had to walk on the above ground tracks to get out of it and walk to a station.
Because
like the snow.
The train started slipping on the thing because there was like this much snow on it.
Yeah. So like everything shuts down. Now, I literally was just like, well, we can't do anything. Let's make some fun content. And like, this is what I always tell people. If you ever want to be successful on YouTube, make content that you enjoy.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. It was fun. It was stupid. I knew it was stupid.
Can I tell my idea?
Yeah.
So I thought it would be fun if we kind of use that idea, but we put milk.
She wanted to make ice cream inside
ice cream and put it like on the inside the tire or like outside, kind of mount it so that, you know, he would go ice drifting and stuff and it will shake.
Make the ice cream inside the tire.
Yeah.
I think
Also,
that's
another
cool.
idea is making bolognese in a
Yeah, I
tire.
wanted to put spaghetti in it. Yeah. Like, I just, like, fun. I don't understand how people can get so upset over people just having fun. Like, just unapologetic fun. You know what I mean? Like, we all know it's stupid, but it's just fun because there's nothing else you could do. What else was I going to do? Everything else was shut down and closed. Rubber flavored ice cream, yummy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't understand how people get so butthurt. And they...
Yeah. Yes, Tokyo has no snow removal gear. That's unless it's very bad, they don't have it.
Yeah, and then it comes in from down south or up north.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
it's weird. So when it snows, it's a big deal. Like convenience stores run out of food because like.
Oh my God! Yeah, the convenience stores were empty.
The whole highway shut down here, all the way to like Shizuoka.
It was shut down 2 days after too.
2 days after because
Which
they were
has
still
never
cleaning.
happened before, right?
Yeah. They said it was like the most cautious thing they've ever done.
I had so many deliveries like expected to rock up. The parts we were waiting for the pink S15, the street one. Parts we had waiting for the Stagia. There was so much stuff that just like hasn't been delivered because of that, and 2 days of no highways and everything. Like it's just what frustrates me the most though is like the amount of snow. If they just left the highways open, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
It would have been
Because it
totally
would have
fine
been-
because there's so much cars. It would have been like it wouldn't have been an issue. It would
I
have
just
melted.
don't understand why they did that, but it's whatever.
I think they just panicked and closed it,
Yeah.
hoping.
People also do not know how to drive in snow here.
Well,
They don't do the like extra 2 car lengths of stopping distance, and they don't do the gentle acceleration. They just drive and it's snowing.
I just drove like
I guess
normally do.
also like the Tomei Expressway is above ground too, so we don't really want a bunch of cars just falling off and landing on buildings.
What do you mean?
Because like the Tomei Expressway and everything, like the C1, C2, like imagine if like everyone was just slipping and sliding and hitting cars and falling off the highway. Because like that happens sometimes in Japan. Cars literally just go off the edge.
Yeah.
Trucks, cars, like whenever they're
Yeah,
in a
yeah,
bad
that
accident.
big river you're
Yeah.
talking about coming
There's
back
this
from
one really
Yashio.
famous one, coming back on the C1
Someone
loop.
fell asleep on the thing and fell off the
Yeah,
bridge.
woke up in the ocean.
Yeah.
Happens a
Anyways.
fair bit.
Yeah.
Anyways,
A lot of people talking about snow here. Here in Sweden, people does the opposite snow for here, and peps go out and have fun with the cars in the snow. Yeah,
yeah, that happens here too.
yeah,
Yeah.
it happens here too.
Yep.
Yeah,
People do all that.
and it's also fun watching all the people trying to avoid.
Yeah, Twitter's amazing. Twitter is amazing during snow time. Yeah. Cars like just sliding down the hills.
Look at that one. Whoa!
Dude, did a good job. Yeah, you can't show that without showing chat, but I don't think they can see it. Car just sliding down the hill.
Good driving for this person.
Yeah. Anyways, I think the biggest issue is just no one in Tokyo takes snow or winter seriously, so 90% of them don't have winter tires.
Well,
Stop
that's
it.
because their houses are like this small, and when they buy 4 tires, it takes up their whole entrance.
Yeah, you normally see like wheels and tires stacked up out the front of people's driveways.
Yeah.
And they're the winter tires, you know, like I always have snow tires because generally I end up doing snow stuff with the K-Van, and it's just good to always have on the K-Van during winter when it's really cold. Because if I'm going up to Ebisu in it or going down south, like there's just always snow, and the K-Van's just awesome. Freaking, I'm always just prepared to do some full driving action in that thing. It's so cool. I love that car. I need to get a Jimny or something. But like, yeah, it's just always ready. And then May's car, we weren't expecting to get crazy snow or anything, but obviously we did. So I went and got us some winter tires from Up Garage. Up Garage first wanted $1,500. They're like, yeah, $1,500 for a set of winter tires, no rims. And I was like, what?
That's crazy.
And they're like, oh yeah, but if you buy a set, it's only $1,300 with the same tires. And at that point, I was just like, mate, I'm like, you're trying to upsell the wrong guy. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I went upstairs to their secondhand wheel and tire package, found a full set, winter tires, good wheels, everything, right offset, whole thing, right stud pattern, whole thing, $200.
I've bought like studded actual legit winter tires for way less than that.
Yeah, but you got to understand, they're like making money, man.
Yeah.
You should have seen the line of all the salary guys there with their cars
Salary
paying
men.
for brand new sets with wheels and them because they didn't think ahead and they had business meetings to go to and stuff. Dude, they had a line through the car park. They were doing 2 cars at a time with new wheels and tires, charging them all $1,500 a pop. They made so much money that day. And I'm just like, I go up to the top, and I'm like, I'll just grab these.
And the guy got so upset. You're
He
like,
got so upset.
You're not gonna put it on the car. It's like, it's fine.
He's like, it's not gonna work. It's not for a Swift. And I'm like, bro,
Just
shut up. I was like, it's fine. I have a shop. He's like, do you need us to put them on for you? And they're like, we won't install them for you because it's for the wrong car. And I'm like, can you please just like stop? Dude was so like aggressive in telling me I
I'll
need to
just
spend
go
$1,500.
take this to my tire machine and mount it and put it on myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The moment I told him I had my own shop, he backed off.
yeah, it's fine.
Backed off real quick.
It's okay. So no all-season tires in Japan.
No, we have all-season
What's the
tires,
tires?
but you don't use all-season tires in snow.
If to -5, that's like the ending point.
Yeah. Even then,
Yeah.
you need studless snow
Yeah.
tires for
Yeah.
the amount
It
of
was
snow
great.
that
It
was
great.
there.
Yeah, it was good.
They loved it.
Yeah, it raised it high, too.
Yeah, because we got, instead of 17s, I got 15
yeah.
inch wheels, and the sidewall was 65.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, look good.
I hurt the guy's brain. The guy couldn't understand because I was like, no. He's like, no, the Swift has 17-inch wheels. I'm like, yeah, I know, but the brake calipers are small, and this is the same offset. It's a 15, but the tire width wall is bigger. And he's like, if you add in the tire width with the 15-inch wheel, it actually works out to be
So you
about the
explained
same
this
height.
in Japanese too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was just like I said something to him that he just couldn't comprehend. And then his like senpai walks over and was like, "So desu yo ne. Ja, ii desu yo." And it was like the guy never thought that if the sidewall of the tire is thicker, then that actually increases the overall circumference of the whole wheel. It was so funny. Anyways.
Some people only read door cards.
Yeah, it's true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like it's something that a lot of people don't understand.
Yeah. Anyways, we had snow in Japan.
$1,500 out of me.
Yeah. Are you not dying of hunger?
I am hungry, but it's okay.
Okay.
I can eat in a bit.
Cool.
Anyways, yeah, so the weather was pretty crazy, but I don't think we're going to see any more snow now for the rest of the winter season here in Japan.
Yeah. We have a lot of people watching, a lot of Asian people, Asian regions. We have Manila, we have people from Korea. Thanks for coming and hanging out.
Feeling them vibes too, up gaming, yeah. I just had a really late night. I was editing till like 3 o'clock in the morning after insane amounts of work. Student Driver Club, how you doing?
Yeah. Can we go back to talking about what you can import?
Go back to talking about imports?
And what you can import now because it's been 25
Oh,
years.
do you have the list?
Yeah. There's 2 links here that you just skipped. So the Evo 6, right? The S15, the
S15,
Zenki,
34 GDR, Porsche
34.
911 GT3. Not that this matters, but the TVR. It's funny. Some of these cars that are listed, no one's going to import these.
So Porsche 911.
Doesn't this car exist
Yeah, that's why I was.
in the US? It says the Porsche started selling in the US for 2004 model last year, but it didn't exactly. Oh, okay, so there's just more sold over here. So if you want to import them, you can probably get a cheaper
Sold
deal.
over here in Asia.
Yeah, in Asia and Europe. Yeah, so you could buy it and get it probably for a cheaper deal.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask this. Who actually has bought S15s for this time? Has anyone done it?
Oh my god, I love this. If numbers are what you're after, then don't bother importing a 34 GTR Skyline because the 35 GTR that's already sold here in the USA does a better job of ticking those boxes.
Is that what it says on this?
This guy's salty ass.
Oh.
Those willing to sacrifice power though, you can get yourself a 34 GTR. Who is this salty guy? Who wrote this article? Greg Fink, senior editor. Oh man. He's not wrong though. The 34 GTR is very slow in its stock form.
Oh, look, the guy from Hawaii is getting his S15.
Yeah, 34 GTR looks way better. I agree. Sin from it. Yeah. There's a lot of cars that are just pretty much ticked over. Pretty much anything 1999, I think now, right?
I wonder how much will go out from here.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people were already expecting this, so buying it 5 years before or something like that.
What I'm interested about is now that we've hit the 34s, there's nothing else that people want to import. I've said this before, but if you're looking into starting an exporting business and exporting cars from Japan, the boat's well and truly sailed. Business is going to start winding down now because people who wanted these cars have already bought them and they're in storage. And now that there's nothing else people want.
Yeah.
People aren't going to import an X-Trail. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no business for the performance starter cars.
Yeah.
If you want to export cars and do that as a business, your business model will be either focus on like crazy rare collector supercars, but if you're lucky, you may only sell 1 or 2 cars a month or even less, but making bulk money from something super rare. Or your business has to be focused on Uganda, Papua New Guinea, like South Africa, Pakistan. Those are the big money-making places if you want to do an exporting business, but you're not going to be exporting Skylines, Silvias, or those kind of sports cars. It's all K cars, trucks, buses, vans. Yeah.
Yeah. It'll be interesting, hey, like what's going to come after that? It's just...
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
Very...
I've seen this business die in Australia. So when I was young and into cars, the import business was booming in Australia. And then there was this huge scandal that broke where every single importer, literally every single importer in Australia was directly linked to winding back the odometers by like 100,000 cars. They were spreading these rumors that, the reason why these cars coming from Japan have such low kilometers on the odometer is because the higher the kilometers get, once it gets to 100,000 kilometers, the Japanese government charges them like tens of thousands of dollars in road taxes. So, and the cars aren't driven much in Japan. No one drives in Japan. And like all these rumors were spread. But it actually turned out, once like Japanese odometer check things started popping up, that all these guys were winding back the odometers by 100,000 Ks. So everything that was 60,000 kilometers was actually like 160. Anything that was 80,000 kilometers was 180. They just knocked 100,000 off everything. And this whole scandal broke. It was everywhere on the news. Everyone was trying to get their money back and because they all got scammed and all this stuff, and it destroyed the import market in Australia. Every car, unless it was privately imported, every car was wound back. It's like no doubt. Every single car. And then because of that, everyone then became like not trusted in it. So all the sales were going down. No one really wanted to buy them. There was a lot of issues with them, parts issues and stuff like that. And like the business was still kind of there, but it wasn't booming anymore after that whole thing broke. And then they all kind of disappeared because the money wasn't there anymore, right? Because what they were doing is they were buying these cars in Japan for 8-10 grand and selling them for 20 grand in Australia. Kind of what people are doing now in the US. They were buying these cars for, 10, 15, 20 grand in Japan, and now they're selling them in the USA for 50 grand, right? They're doing huge markups because people are paying it. Now, then it kind of died out, it fizzled out, and the only real import market, you didn't have import car dealers anymore. There was a period where you drive down the main import road and there were import dealers left and right and everywhere. I could go walk down the street after watching a movie and I'd go look at A80 Supras for sale for $20,000, twin turbos, manual, 34 Skylines, GTR with a crazy HKS T04 turbo kit making 800 horsepower for $50,000. Like that's what I grew up in. And then all of a sudden, in the span of 5 to 10 years, all of that disappeared. There's no money in it anymore. Because what happened was everyone had them that wanted them, the market dried up, and then no one was selling them on dealership lots anymore, and there was no import specialists. So then it just kind of fizzled out. And then the only people, like it was just people on like Marketplace and forums trying to sell their cars to get money to pay off debts, and like that kind of like just a community selling their cars. And I'm wondering what's going to happen in the US and what that's going to look like, because I've already seen it happen in Australia. And now prices in Australia have come pretty far down again. It's actually not bad. I was looking at some of the stuff selling on Marketplace. You see a lot of stuff where people are still trying to sell things for like mid-COVID prices, but they've been for sale for like a year and not sold. But like, the stuff that's selling is actually pretty decent again. Like 10, 15 grand for a pretty good air chassis. That's not bad. Anyways, but like, it's just interesting because I've already seen that happen. And now we've hit the 34s, it's going to fizzle out again, and you're going to stop seeing a lot of these specialist shops because there's no money in it anymore. There's no next car that people want. Once everyone gets their stuff, there's no business for it anymore. And then if there's no business for it, what happens to the market? What happens to the demand? It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
So we're going to see a big shift. I think we're going to see a very big shift. Very, very big shift, especially in the import-exporting market.
Yeah.
I know I've been saying this for a while, but now we're actually here, and it's very clear. Also, all the cars that are left now are just rust buckets. Junk cars. You can still get these cars for cheap. They're just junk.
Yeah.
You got to be able to like spend a bunch of money and time fixing them up.
Yeah. Does that mean that we are going to go start looking for new chassis?
Yes. Yep, I have some ideas. I have some actually very impressive ideas. I've found something that a lot of people don't know exists. And they're cheap.
Oh, you're talking about that.
They're so cheap. I'm going to blow everyone's mind, and I'm going to make people regret that they spent $30, $50, $60, $70, $100,000 on a GTR. They're not ready for what I found and what we're doing. That's going to really hurt a lot of people. It's also going to make... They just wanted to use the soundboard. I found a car that no one knows exists, that may actually break that market. Anyways, and there's a lot of them. You'll see, guys. It's going to be funny. It's going to be really, really funny. But also just, the new GR86 has got so much going for it. New Supra is good. The new Z, we got to wait for prices to come down on that because the dealers just effed that up. But I think we're really, 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 really starting to come into a new realm. I think it's exciting. Starting to like really mess around with new cars, new platforms.
Yeah. We'll always find a way to
always
to
find a
do
way.
something. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's exciting because like HKS is now like really starting to develop stuff for these newer platforms. So like a GR86 turbo kit making 400 horsepower or more, like that's sick. That's exactly what that car needed. I'm sorry, but putting an NA Subaru engine in that, the FA20, worst thing ever they could have done.
I can't wait till the GR Yaris engine makes it into something else.
They've already done it.
Yeah.
They did it in the older Gen 8.6 and they've done it in the new Gen 8.6 now.
But I mean,
The rumor is that engine was meant to
Factory.
be rear-wheel drive factory in that car.
Someone's saying start buying Ford Focuses.
Was it you that was into Focuses?
a little bit, but
What were they?
The thing that I was really into were Festivas.
Festivas, that's it.
Yeah, there's no performance anything for Festiva, but it's just a car made out of Lego. It was the cheapest car sold in the USA from a year period, and I don't know. When you can buy a whole car for the cost of a part, you end up with 9 of them.
Wait, like that old Festiva, that long old time ago one that Mike
1989.
Carmorts did?
No, I don't think so. 1989 to 93, I think.
ATP bolt-on turbo upgrade kit for a Ford Festiva ST.
nah, that you're.
I think you're misreading Fiesta.
Festiva?
Oh, Fiesta.
Fiesta and Festiva are 2 cars, and that
Really?
creates a lot of confusion.
This one, right?
Oh, it looks like a K car.
Yeah, it's basically a case. Yeah. I don't know. I absolutely love pile of crap economy cars.
So these cars, the Festiva, this one here, I'll show you. This was like one of the most popular cars in Australia when I was growing up.
Oh yeah. That's a Ford Aspire. That's the 94 to 98 version. They renamed it. Yeah.
An Aspire in your country.
Yep.
Oh, and in Australia it was a Festiva.
So you would take the suspension and everything off of that, and you'd put it on the Festiva, and then
we called them bubble cars.
you're not wrong.
Yeah, they literally look like a bubble.
Riley likes crap cars.
Oh, I absolutely love
So do I, because you don't give a...
Yeah,
Sorry, you don't give up. If you crash it or break it or damage it,
the reason why
they're worth nothing.
I had 9 of them because going to a junkyard to get manual pedals, a door, and all that was more than you would end up spending more than you could buy an entire car from somebody for.
Yeah.
For 5 of these cars, I didn't pay more than $400.
Yeah, I remember those days where you used to be able to buy a car for $100.
Yeah.
We need to get you a better mic. It
Yeah.
ruins the whole sound experience when that comes on.
Yeah, it's picking up.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah. SAMMIT, what should a good drift car be?
One that works. One that drifts. One that has a lot of parts support, like aftermarket parts
Yeah,
support.
that's really important.
Readily available stuff. Something that you can like break something at the track, jump in your car, drive 15 minutes, and pick up a new part for it and fix it and drive home. Something like that.
Yeah.
Beta cars are the best. Yeah, the cars you don't care about.
Why are you so quiet today?
Mic position.
Mic position? What?
Yeah.
You mean like this or me talking?
Just you.
Just me? I don't know. I was editing till like 3 o'clock in the morning. Tired, sleepy,
That's
need to pee
because
again.
you spent 2 hours at Bikuri Donkey.
Hey, it's not my fault I forgot my Apple Watch. So, ADHD brain issues, I literally need to have my Apple Watch on so that I know what time it is and how much time I
Where
spend
is
on
it?
everything. It's on the charger right there. We found
Oh.
it.
Yeah.
I lost it in my bathroom. It was like I had put it on the shelf where the towels get stacked, And then May had just finished washing towels and folded them, and she just couldn't see because she's so short. She just throws all the towels up there, and then of course my watch was in between.
You have to highlight every time about my height.
Your height?
I'm okay. I can live in this world with this height.
She's not wrong.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I'm not saying it's a problem.
No, you're blaming the fact that you lost your Apple Watch was because...
No, I wasn't blaming. That's not, no, I didn't say it was your fault. I just said that's what happened. There's two different things. I was telling a story of why I lost my watch.
You guys would be on my side, I think.
Nah, Riley's over there just like, I'm not getting involved in this.
He's trying to make it my fault.
May's just, May.
No, I just got,
Look, I tell you what is the problem though, is trying to frame us together.
yeah.
My head's cut off, there's too much gap above you, it's...
Oh, man.
Oh,
Mom and Dad are
you
fighting
shouldn't have touched
again.
the camera, Riley.
yeah,
What did you do?
It's gonna stabilize for a bit. Okay, good.
Yeah, anyways. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's been going on. But otherwise, I think, I think we have another topic left.
Oh, we haven't talked about the Stasia. And also, we need to talk about Davsky.
No, we don't.
Oh, really? Okay.
Stagia.
What happened to the Stasia?
So, first of all, we were waiting for the wiring harness to be able to make sure the engine was running and make sure everything was good. So I didn't actually know if that was a good engine. The listing had the engine listed as junk, but it said that it was running last time it was pulled out, and that's just how all engines are listed on Yahoo Auctions. They list them as no return allowed, you buy at your own risk kind of thing. Now, every sign I had about the engine when we did all the maintenance on it, it showed that it was in really good condition and it looked good. So
It wasn't the engine's fault, right?
No, it wasn't the engine's fault. But like I couldn't do anything until we knew and had the wiring harness and everything.
Yeah.
Wiring harness finally rocks up after 2 days of delay from the snow, right? Finally get the engine harness, plug everything in, and engine cranks and runs. That's great. Awesome. Engine sounds incredible. It's perfect. But I all of a sudden lost everything. All ignition inside the dash, nothing was working. Wipers wouldn't work, windows wouldn't go up and down, sunroof wasn't working, like lights wouldn't turn on. We'd lost all accessories. And I'm like, okay, there's something wrong with the harness. So, you know, typical like when you get something new like that and you're like, well, this is the only thing I've changed is the wiring harness. You start just focusing on that being the problem. And I spent an entire day trying to figure out this wiring issue. I was tracing every wire on the entire accessory, like part of the loom with my multimeter. The multimeter battery went flat, so I had to send Daiki out to find a battery for it. Where I'm like trying to track it, and I'm like, nothing makes sense. I'm like, everything is coming fine from the engine
I've
bay.
never seen Daiki being so frustrated.
We were so frustrated. Nothing made sense. And
Yeah.
I'm like, well, there's no point moving ahead with anything else in the car until we can find
Oh,
this
everyone's
issue.
like, ground issues. It wasn't even ground.
No. Trust me, I'd already been through that. That was the first thing I checked. Everything grounding, perfect. And nothing made sense because everything I tested and checked coming from the engine bay was great. So at that point, I'm like, well, F it. I got to start looking under the dash. Something's not right. Because everything in the engine bay and everything I traced was perfect. Start checking everything in there. And I'm like, everywhere I go, everything looks good, everything's plugged in, and I start tracking wires, start looking at wiring diagrams from Nissan. And I'd been under the foot pedal multiple times to check that everything was plugged in. But this time I'm like, I'm pulling everything out. There's got to be something that's not plugged in because that's the only thing that makes sense. I'm like, the fact that we lost everything, something has to not be plugged in.
Yeah.
Like that was the only thing that made sense. But
Yeah.
I checked everything and I was like, every plug was plugged in. It looked plugged in. Anyways, there's this one big plug under the dash.
Big.
The one with the big 10 mil. Like it's similar to the one on the ECU where there's a 10 mil bolt in the center and you tighten that bolt and that actually pulls the plug together and plugs it in. And it's all the way at the top under the dash, under where the pedals and the steering wheel is. And I'm like, it's plugged in. I'm like holding it in my hand. I'm like, it's plugged in. And I'm like, it's the 10 mil type. and I just flick the bolt with my finger, and I just watch it go, and I'm just like, you son of a, and I literally am just like, you got to be joking. So I get in there, I get the 10 mil, I tighten it, and then everything's fixed. And I'm just like, you're joking. And like, it's one of those things where I didn't do it, Daiki didn't do it, Riley didn't do it. It was just someone here who was helping out, plugged everything in and didn't tighten it. And it's like, why do I like cars? You know what I mean? Like, it's sometimes you just get frustrated, and it was the simplest, dumbest thing. A single 10 mil needed to be tightened on a plug.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I wasted an entire day of my time with that. It's driving me, and it drove me insane. I was so mad. I went home. We didn't have a video. This happened, if you watch the video that went live today, this happened right after we got the engine started. So like, I spent the entire next day just trying to solve this electric gremlin issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the thing about cars that sometimes happen and you can't do anything about it.
Like, I had gone through the cycle of it can't be, like, I just kept telling myself it can't be anything crazy. It has to be something simple and stupid.
Yeah.
And I went through everything, checked grounds, I did all the basics, and then it was just turned out to be a plug not tight. But at the end of the day, we fixed it, we worked it, we got it sorted out, and everything's working great now. And then shortly after, I found out the whole front end had to be rebuilt, and then we started focusing.
Look at chat being on your side. Frustration shows you care.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I'm very frustrated about the car, not because it's a bad car, just because like I wish the person who built it first did a proper job.
Yeah.
Because
someone said at least it has oil in the transmission.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I checked that twice, by the way. I took out the fill plug, stuck my finger in. But yeah, it's just frustrating because obviously it's a giveaway car and I want to make sure that the winner gets a good car. And it's just frustrating because everything I look at, I'm like, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't drive a car with that, so I got to fix it. So
Oh
there's a lot
no,
of things I've fixed on it.
look at this guy. Been there with my F250 when I chipped my ECU, had a random no crank, no start. A week later was pulling my hair out.
Yeah. They're the worst ones. Sometimes you have to walk away. Like literally you have to walk away and just leave it. Like you literally have to walk away, leave it, do something else, and then like a couple days later or a week later, this random thought pops in your head about it.
In the shower.
And it's just like, did you plug that one thing back in? Or did you flick that switch? Or did you check this? And then you're like, yeah, I wonder. And you walk back in there and you look at it and that's exactly what it is. It's always that. Like sometimes I literally tell Daiki, I'm like, we're not touching this. We're going to work on something else because then we'll figure it out later on. Like it, because you just need a fresh mind. Sometimes that is the best thing for you. Sometimes it's like if you just can't figure something out, just take a break.
And you need a good friend that would be there for you and like go through all the questions with you. Mm-hmm. Because once Sam had his mental breakdown, he's like, I need Riley here.
Mm-hmm.
And then Riley just came here and he was just asking all these questions, not in a, why haven't you checked this kind of thing. He was just going through everything in his mind. It was actually, it's something that I can't do, so I can't get involved, but it was really fun watching you guys just...
That front end drove me insane.
But it's so nice now.
It is nice now, yeah, it's very
So
nice. What was there before, I am confident that latch for the hood was only engaging because when you'd push down on the hood, it would move the whole bumper up and down.
Oh.
I guarantee you
Yeah.
that's why that was engaging before.
Yeah.
So it was like
because it was just
movable.
bending and flexing. Like
Yeah.
the whole thing wasn't connect. They cut out the center of the support, like the bumper support bar. So they were both just like flapping like this in there. Anyways, you'll watch it in today's video. I highly recommend give it a watch. Frustration creates a story with key knowledge to pass on to others. 100%, dude. And that's something that like I always look at it, and that's why I always tell Daiki. Like Daiki was really upset when we opened up his engine and he saw how bad it was and how much he got taken advantage of, and he was so upset. And I was like, Daiki, focus on the good thing. We now know what the problem is, and we now know how to fix it so this doesn't happen again. And you're gonna be going into this with more knowledge and understanding, and make sure it never happens again. Like, could you imagine going back into it, same thing?
Yeah. rebuild it to only just have
Yeah.
it happen again next
Yeah,
round?
just to have it happen again because you didn't find it. Will there be future 1500 black ass if there will be future giveaways? If so, would they be in-house builds? So this is the thing that a promise that I've made to myself, May, and the company is we are not giving away a car unless we 100% know that it's already sorted and good, or if we're building it in-house, but we are not announcing a giveaway or doing a giveaway on a car that's been built in-house until it's done. Because it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. But
Um,
to answer his question, yes.
Yes, we are. We actually
Yes.
already have, we
One.
purchased our next giveaway car November, October.
November.
Yeah. We have a really cool next giveaway car. I'm actually going to be helping someone else with a giveaway car soon, which I think you guys are going to all be excited about.
Wait, which one?
Yes.
I'll talk about it later. Yes.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later. Anyways.
Yes, but we do have a giveaway car. It's just the back end stuff is
A lot.
a lot. If you don't know, especially doing it outside of US. And yeah, it's a lot of work. So please understand. It's not just a simple thing.
Yeah, it's easier if you're located in the US for sure. But how we have to do it is it's expensive and it's also difficult, but it's something that I like doing because it's a good way to give back to you guys, and it also helps us fund what we do. Like I've talked about this before, but I personally don't make money from this. What I gain is being able to do fun stuff and drive.
Yeah.
Like I always tell May, like my goal is to drive. I pay myself minimum wage. May pays herself minimum wage from the company.
Very minimum.
We pay our employees over minimum wage, a lot better than minimum wage. It's just, I believe in putting everything back into the business and giving other people jobs, dream jobs, things that they can do and learn from, and like being able to put back into this and make good content. I don't have $1 million in the bank account, and I don't even have $100,000 in my personal bank account. I'm just being honest with you guys. Like I don't make money from this. I should have, but I put it all back into racing. I put it all back into making content. I put it all back into the business. Put it all back into this building. Sometimes it does hit me, and I'm like, man, I really wish I saved a bit of that. But I think what we've grown and what we've created here, what we've pioneered in Japan, no other creator has been able to set up a company and run a marketing, like multimedia business like we have, and all the hoops we had to jump through to be able to do this and set this up, like to be able to go to the bank and get a guarantor so that you can rent a building is insane in Japan, especially as a foreigner. Like it's doing this as a foreigner is insanely difficult.
Yeah. That's why, like, it's a huge deal to get a bank account here.
Yeah.
Huge deal. The fact that we were able to do this, it's like, I'm like mind blown.
I don't think I'm ever gonna make like really good money from this personally until it gets to a point where I hire someone to run the company for me. Because I know for a fact that my creative like aspect of things is definitely being hindered and held back because I have to manage so much of the company. If I didn't have to worry about managing, I could literally just be this crazy ADHD, like creative, energetic, outgoing person of just doing and making crazy content with, but like, you know, give me a budget of like a couple $1,000s or whatever to make videos. Like I would have so much fun. The content would be insane. Eventually we'll get there. And when that happens, watch out. Mount SAMMIT, man. When we get our own mountain, that's my goal. Mount. What? No. Summit. Welcome to SAMMIT Summit. With its own like little like.
How are you gonna do this without? Okay, never mind.
A big bulldozer.
Anyone complains about sound, you just walk up to them with a bag of money and say, "Thank you, I'm buying your property." You take the kick approach. Just keep throwing money at them until they say yes.
No
one wants to stream on Kick, but eventually Kick just keeps throwing so much money at them that they can't say no.
Someone has a good idea.
If
Damn
anyone
it,
noise
SAMMIT
complains-
Summit.
Damn it, SAMMIT Summit. Yeah. Well, what we could do is
DSS.
at the summit of Mount SAMMIT, we can just put all the broken parts of all the damn it SAMMIT moments, the blown turbos, the broken transmission parts. There'll just be this like shrine of broken stuff.
Or a Hollywood sign that just says "damn it."
See, Riley's got the vision. This is why we need to put Riley on full time. He's only part time right now. We need to hire Riley full time. He gets the vision.
Okay.
No, but I'm just being serious. Like to grow how fast we grew, we got to, creating the company, the building, dealing with Japanese banks as a foreigner and all that type of stuff. Like to be able to do that, you can't be putting money in your pocket.
Yeah, and you guys don't know what it's like to do tax and everything as a company here. It's just there's a lot of things I do. That's why I'm not on video.
Yeah,
A lot of
in the
people are
office a
like,
lot.
"Where's May? Where's content with May?"
Porsche coming soon? I wish. Like when I tell you I don't have money to buy cars, I'm not joking, guys.
Yeah.
That's why I keep buying these shit boxes because they're the only things I can afford. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm just being 100% honest with you guys, and I think like the vision of the channel really hasn't changed. It's all about this journey, and it's all about getting to competitive driving and being able to fund that, and then allow others to do that. Like employing Daiki wasn't just to employ him to have an employee. Employing Daiki was about me being able to empower him to be able to do what I want to do, which is compete and drive. And you're starting to see how that's trickling down to him. Now, of course, he's still an employee, and there's obviously, things that employees have to do, and but we are very, very lenient in making sure that he's able to attend all of his race days, all of his practice days. We help him, we support him. We're building a race program for his series, all that type of stuff. You'll be seeing some pretty cool changes in his livery this year too. But it's just, I think the rate that things are going is content creation and race program stuff is going to be probably our big business stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting times, eh? And we're in the growing pains right now.
Yep.
I think everyone is. All the creators that is in this game.
Jobs at SAMMIT.net, not info.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. Yeah, it's growing pains, and it's just a lot of, I don't know the word, contractions?
Growing pains.
Growing pains.
Yeah. Contractions, yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Gore on YouTube raised a good point that sponsorship helps buy tires, so maybe you should talk about the chance to sponsor your Formula Drift J1 car.
Yeah, you're right. If you want to actually help support us, guys, we have the Formula Drift personal sponsorship stuff open right now. You can purchase it on SAMMIT.net. It will get your name and or some kind of text that you want there, text only, on the roof of the Formula Drift car. So just
Sponsor
head to
and have your
SAMMIT.net.
name.
Yeah,
on
you can
team.
also grab some merch if you wanted to. If you don't want to just do that, you can just grab some merch. Grabbing merch helps us a lot. Also, if you're not able to spend any kind of money, that's totally okay. Just watching our videos, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that type of
helps
stuff.
us.
That helps us.
Yeah.
That helps us so much. If for those that want to spend money, that's up to those people. You know what I mean? Like we never force anyone to do anything like that. It's just, professional drone pilot. That's super cool. I love drone pilots. That takes a lot of skill.
Yeah, it's been a slow week.
It has. The snow really effed us.
Yeah.
The snow effed
It's
us.
been a very slow week, and obviously motorsports being a bit slow too.
It's a good point. Adam made that video of day in the life. It would be very interesting, I think, if we did a day in the life of me, because like it's so hard for me to fight. Like I know I need to be at my desk. I know I need to be doing meetings with sponsors. I need to be talking to companies. I need to be making pitches. I need to be telling May what pitch decks to make or media kits to make to send to companies to try and get sponsorships. Like you have no idea what happens behind the scenes to make things run. Like it is absolutely insane. And I feel guilty when I go down into the shop to film a video because I'm having fun, right? Which I am, working on cars, doing something I love, when I really still have 1,000 emails to reply to or 1,000 companies to have calls with or meetings with or try to do pitches to. Like it is actually insane.
Yeah, but can
My
I?
brain hurts right now. I'm looking at the whiteboard thinking of things I already forgot this week.
Yeah.
I haven't even ordered the shit from Vibrant for the S15. That was delayed. I have, how many whiteboards do we have in this building of reminders for me?
9?
10?
Yeah.
9? Even including this one, these two
Oh,
here?
no,
Here,
9,
10.
11 whiteboards?
And me.
And
May's worth at least 13, 14
I've
whiteboards.
literally come up to Sam the other day, and then I looked in his eyes and said, I am your personal SSD. That's what I said to him.
Sorry, I thought that was going somewhere else.
No!
Anyways, stop the soundboard! Oh my god! Look into my eyes, Jungle Book. Oh my god, that was great. But yeah, no, like that was so perfect. No, like, I need help. I'm not joking. Like, I really need help doing what I do. I'm not meant to manage a company. I'm meant to just
Okay, he's having a
make
personal
make
breakdown
content
again.
and have fun and drive.
Okay.
And yeah, like I can come up with ideas non-stop, but I can't do the management stuff. Get emotional. Anyways, the soundboard is the best thing. Yo, this is May's baby. This is May's baby here.
We haven't used that.
No. That one is very special.
Okay.
I don't know if we'll ever use that. Anyways.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's also a learning process from you. When you started the channel, you were doing this by yourself, right? Everything was in, yeah.
And I literally am just like, how the F was I doing it?
Yeah. Demo. I think at the same
How
time.
the did I do daily?
Yeah, you used to do daily uploads and yeah.
No, like it's just, I look back and I just don't know how I did things. And I know how I did them. I didn't do any of the other stuff I was doing now.
Yeah,
Things
exactly.
have gotten so like high quality, and then the stuff that's happening behind the scenes with business, because we have so many employees now, like, yeah.
Yeah, that too. But if you guys look back, I get pushed a lot of the old videos to
Recently.
watch recently, and I look back at a year on what this shop looked like a year ago. And now how I'm looking at it, walking in, and I'm like, how the hell did we get here from last year to this year? We've taken a big jump from last year to this year.
I think the crazy thing is just the rate of growth for us.
Yeah.
Like there's no other content creator that has moved to Japan and grown this fast, this quickly.
I agree.
It got into the #1 position, and then also just with the amount of sponsorships and companies and partnerships, like guys,
Yeah, to get to where the sponsorship, like we have those conversations, there's a lot of steps to there.
especially in Japan.
We have
Especially
so
in Japan.
many
You do
proposals that we
any
make.
type of business stuff in Japan, working with Japanese companies. I love working with Japanese companies because it's super cool, but you cannot have a video call meeting for it. You cannot just have a phone call about it. You cannot just have an email conversation about it. You go in person, you dress up, you go in person, you propose, you have a presentation, you spend an entire day just to pitch it. Then you got to go back again for more discussions and spend a whole day, and then go another whole day. And then like it's a whole thing. It's so different. Culture is very different here. So like
It's a good thing.
It's a good thing. It's
Yeah.
different. I'm just explaining and putting it all out there for you guys so you understand how much is involved and what's like it's like. So like, you know, working with American companies and stuff like that is so much easier because generally it's like, you know, you talk to the marketing person, you have a video call or a Skype call or something.
It's not necessarily easier. I mean,
It is
It
because
is.
they understand it, and
They
then like,
understand
oh,
the
your
marketing
time's
and
very
everything.
valuable. We just want to be quick. Boom, 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 boom. Here's what we're thinking. What do you think? Boom, 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 boom. You're done in 30 minutes, and then you get an email back saying, "Yep, let's go ahead."
yeah. Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying like it's better over there. I'm just
Yeah.
saying like the culture's so different. So it's like very, very different. And then like, yeah, then there's the whole internal politics stuff you got to deal with too. But it's very, 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 very cool.
Yeah. So it's just been, the growth has been so fast that we're trying to catch up on.
Yeah, the problem
So-
is we're growing so fast, but I think like our staff budget hasn't been growing with that. So we're taking on too much that we can't handle.
Yeah, that too.
That's our biggest issue.
Yeah, but sorry, what I wanted to say was that you were used to doing this. Everything was in your brain. You were like, oh, this is gonna be a great idea. I'm gonna go do it, and then you just made it happen. And now it's like much more
Planned out.
planned out. You need to work with this company, and you have to have these calls. There's much more production to it.
Yeah.
And you just in the process of like, how do I do this without burning myself out? And I think one of the biggest things that you're gonna learn this year is to outputting that from your brain, letting the people know in front of you, and going, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Like that process, I think you need to learn because, yeah, sure, we might have 6 staffs, but I think you can still, it's managing a company, managing a team. Whereas, before you were only doing it yourself, and you can tell yourself to do it, but then now you have to tell other people to do it. But
so much stuff fell through the cracks when I was doing it myself.
Yeah, that too. I mean, yeah. Anyways,
it's just different. Like trying to find a balance where I am still having fun, being myself, being spontaneous, making that good fun content that I love, but also being structured and planning and thinking things through. It's very different.
Yeah.
It's called growing up. In short.
yeah,
In short.
that's
yeah,
it.
That's literally it. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm I'm enjoying watching you grow, Sam, because I know you weren't in a organization like that, but I used to be in a consultant company where I would work with like Procter and Gamble and Unilever and all these big companies, and I know how they disperse tasks, right? So I'm just like watching you trying to figure it out, and then I'm just like, yeah, we're growing.
We're growing.
Yeah.
So with that,
Why do you have to make
that
it
was
so...
a tangent and a half.
Why do you make it so sad?
I'm not making it sad. I'm just like, okay, I'm done with that topic.
Yeah.
Let's find something happy to talk
By
about.
the way, if you
Reality.
think that Sam's face is like red today, it's because it's not hot. It's not because it's hot in here or anything like that. He got sunburned by the
Welder.
welding.
Yeah, I welded yesterday. Some people commented about it. They were like, "Oh my god, you're welding without a mask." When I was just tacking the front end in, I don't think you guys understand. We're like holding everything in the exact position with all these zip ties, and I'm scared something's about to move. I am one of the biggest advocates for making sure you're always wearing a safety helmet. And I get mad at people, but I didn't have time to put it on my face, so I would literally just line it up, and you see in the footage me close my eyes and just go. Zzz, tacked, we good. But just that little bit of tacking, all of that in place, sunburnt my face. So I'm just like, it's not worth it. Like, also some of the tacks were super, super bad looking just because I was like, closing eyes, didn't know where else it moved. But yeah.
But it was like we were using...
We were literally, like, dude, you should have seen the apparatus stuff we had going on to make this thing hold up. Like, Riley was helping.
Zip ties, markers, spare pieces of steel,
The pole from the
poles
wall.
to hold up the hood.
So that we can make this
It was braced.
custom
It
rack.
was braced in, I think, 6 or 7
How did we not have a ratchet strap on it? That's what I want to know.
Yeah,
we were
we
using
should.
everything
Because
else.
we didn't have one within arm's
I
reach.
literally had a paint marker, guys, that just happened to be the perfect distance off the core support to hold the headlight forward where it needed to be. And I had that wedged in between there, plus a zip tie holding on the top, pulling it and twisting it forward. So like I'm holding all the metal in place and I'm just like, I don't have time. If I let go of this to put my helmet on, it's going to be moved in the wrong position. So I literally was just like, close eyes. Zzz, okay, we're good. Next part. Zzz. Like there are situations where you have to do that. Like I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be great if I had just like a little small pair of those really darkened welding glasses for those situations. But to be completely honest, I don't think there's anything that wrong with just like to do a quick tack, closing your eyes. As long as you're closing your eyes, I think it's fine. But just bear in mind, your skin's gonna get sunburnt.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're doing a lot of tacks. If you're doing just like 1, 2, or 3, I wouldn't worry about it. But yeah.
We got a super chat from It's Campbell.
Campbell, thank you so much for the super chat, man. Thanks, Sam, for the vids. You're an inspiration to me. Thank you, dude. That's what it's all about. Appreciate it. My brain just went to, it's not all about trying to get super chats. It's all about inspiring. That's what I meant. Please don't take that out of context. Oh, man.
Yeah. Anyways.
Sam dressing up for business pitches and meetings. Oh, I make it very, very clear to any company I work with, I'm a jeans and hoodie person and a cap person. I'm not dressing up. Sorry.
It's part of his branding.
I am not putting a tie on for you. I don't put a tie on for anyone except me on a wedding day. But she took it off right after the wedding anyway, so.
No.
No, I didn't have a tie on.
You know.
That's right. She picked my outfit and had no tie on it. Which, by the way, I got torn to shreds about my outfit on my wedding day by Reddit. So, if you guys don't know, our first moment of internet fame was actually Reddit.
Yeah.
And how I did a post on images and the images subreddit. Pull it up.
Yeah.
Pull it up. I did a post on Reddit in the images, and I said my Japanese girlfriend made me this bento box, and there it is. I made a Totoro bento box. There it is. There it is.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was, my girlfriend made me a bento and you all told me to marry her, so I did. Update, mission accomplished. So that was the last thread. We were number one every time I posted this. Every time I posted an update to this, we were number one on the Reddit images page.
Where was OP?
OP is, the original post.
Yeah.
I'll just go off it real quick, Riley. No, go back to there.
これじゃない? I opened to find this one.
No.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That's the bento.
No, it's not. Read it. That's the wrong one. You just got to go here.
Oh.
And you can just go posts, and you can just scroll, go all the way from oldest to new, or you can just go hot, and it'll give you the number one most upvoted ones. Or maybe not. Oh. There's that one? No. There's just the one of the photo.
Hold on, guys. You'll be surprised what I can make.
When I first started YouTube, self-promotion on Reddit was the way to go.
Until you get banned.
It depends what subreddit.
Yeah.
People don't understand, like, you gotta self-promote if you wanna.
Top. This?
There you go.
No. So there were 3 posts about it. This one.
Original.
This is the original one. This was 9 years ago. Damn.
9 years?
9 years? So May made me this bento box, and I just posted, my girlfriend made me lunch, I opened to find this. And it blew up. What? It had way more upvotes than that before. Do they delete upvotes over time?
I have no idea.
We had like people messaging
We
us.
had everyone messaging us.
You probably had upvotes on Imager, not.
Oh.
So Imager is separate from Reddit, but then they intertwine and.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So this was the first post, and it went on number 1 front page. And then this was the second one I posted, and this blew up on the front page, number 1. And it was, remember how my girlfriend made me a Tontoro bento box and you all told me I needed to marry her? Well, so this was the proposal. And everyone went crazy that I was like dressed in shorts to surprise her. And as soon as she said yes, number 1 upvoted comment, 19K upvotes. This was number 1 on Reddit. Like, everyone went crazy about it. Image doesn't exist anymore. I used to self-host it. And then
You go back.
the final update to it was this one, mission updated. And it was,
that's got 2.4K.
yeah. And then it was just
I really admire work on Gotham.
Yeah, everyone thought I was the guy from Gotham. I ain't gonna lie, it was a weird hairstyle.
So do we need to do an update on Yugo eating this Totoro bento?
Probably. We should give everyone an update.
Totoro-ly adorable.
Reddit.
I love this. What, really? This guy got married to the girl he loves, is proudly telling us about it, and the top comment is about his fucking hair. It's not, you're not wrong, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just like, you look at Reddit or like some of the comments people post and you're just like, humanity's doomed. Anyways, back to full screen. Campbell, thank you as well for becoming a YouTube member. All right. Did it take time for May's parents to like you, or were they accepting of a foreigner? I don't think they really had many issues with me. At first, there definitely was a period. I'm not going to lie. There definitely was a period where
they get trying to get... Because it was all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know, you just came for a vacation here.
But they didn't know. They didn't really know like
yeah.
that we had been talking for a while and all this stuff.
Yeah. So it was just... and then... No, I mean, they didn't have any issues. I think the issue was that your sister-in-law tried... she messaged me saying, I'm coming to Japan soon.
Before I had proposed, my in-law, my brother's wife, I don't know what happened, but she texted May like that she was like, oh, I'm booking the flights for the wedding or something like that.
No, just booking flights to Japan. And then I'm like, why is she coming to Japan?
And May's like, no, because she said something like booking flights, can't wait to see you, or something like that. And I don't know like what happened, but all of a sudden May was on the hunch that I was going to propose because my in-law accidentally spilled the beans by saying that. And then from there, I'm then just like, okay, so I've got to throw her off. So I like convinced May brutally that it wasn't going to happen for a long time. So she was devastated. And then I proposed like a month later. But anyways, that's all history. You can find out about it. You can watch the YouTube video on the channel that talks about us being married.
Yeah.
It's crazy. 9 years ago, you made me that bento box. And you know what? It's been 9 years since she made me a bento box since. No cap.
Emotional damage.
May's just like, the delay where she's like, wait, I have a sound for that.
When is Daiki getting married? Someone's asking. We don't know.
Daiki has a girlfriend.
Anyways, I have to go pick up my child.
Okay. Well, that's where we're going to leave today's soundboard queen. You're not wrong. Next time you use the soundboard, though, I'm just going to bash this. Thank you for watching the SaM Show, everybody. I hope you had a good time. We appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who showed support, super chats, memberships, subs, bits, all that kind of stuff. I really appreciate you all, guys. Thank you so much. Go check out the latest upload on the channel. If you want to support us in FD, you can go grab a personal sponsorship on SAMMIT.net. Thank you so much, everyone. Hope you had a good time hanging out with us. We'll see you all on Wednesday morning, Tuesday night.
Yes.
So you're going to get a SaM Show in like 3 days.
Yay.
Yay.
5 days.
Goodbye, everybody.